All right.
He said the lights is on.
Is the Movo sign pointed in front of you, Red?
Say it again.
The sign of the microphone, does it say Movo in front of you?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Shout out to Movo. They help us with the pod. Free sponsor.
For real.
Free sponsor. Movo. Wherever you, well,
So
we
you said your name was J or Rap?
You can call me Rap, bro.
Rap? R-A-B? R-A-B?
R.A.D.
R-A-D.
you don't
Rad,
know Rad, bro.
Rad.
He's from the Jungle Squad cast, bro. He's like literally the second most famous person on the pod.
Heard it.
First is God. I said the first is God. Shout outs to the big dogs.
Oh yeah. We don't gotta lie for the pod, bro. It's all good. He was politicking just now. It's alright, man. Usually this is how it starts. Little shy, little uncomfortable. I get it.
Nah.
Make sure you speak into the mic, though, alright?
I wouldn't say uncomfortable. I just say like we feel out the room. We come in with starter
Yeah,
stories.
we just gotta ease
And
into
also,
it.
it's like weird hearing.
Everything. It's like
Everybody
super
this.
hearing when you have
Yeah.
this.
You can hear
It's
us, and then you can hear like kind of like us outside the headphones as well, right?
Yeah.
Which one do you prefer?
It's us amplified.
You guys like to hear each other on the headphones or like on the without the headphones?
Without the headphones.
I prefer
without the headphones.
I prefer to hear with the headphones only because it just makes sure I don't mistake any words you say. You know, like you might be talking too low or something like that, and the headphones just help catch literally the lightest of words, like 3D screen and green screen being said. You know.
Yo, that's like 2 minutes, and he's already trying to like throw mad shade at me.
No, I'm just saying there was a good example because
Mad shade.
you gave us a
Look,
live
it just
example
hit 2
2 minutes
minutes
ago.
just now.
Y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me straight though?
No, you're
we
fine.
can
man.
hear you, bro. Don't worry, the mixing and mastering from this really good editor who sits down at the pod for hours and edits the pod. He's really good, so he's gonna make sure you sound very good.
Alright, say less.
I promise. Anyway, what's good, everybody?
Yeah,
How's
what's good?
everything?
Chillin'. How y'all doing today?
Good. Welcome
good
to
day.
the fucking Jungle Squad cast, alright? We're gonna get started right away. To my far fucking left, we have no other than Mr. Rad, alright?
What up? What up?
To my fucking left, just regular left, middle left,
Abrupt left.
we got another special guest, guys. Every week, like throughout the whole summer, all the way into the fall, we're just brand new people, alright?
We're knocking them out.
Mr. Zay,
What's
alright?
good, y'all? What's
He is
good?
here. He is another former colleague of you. We went to UB together. You were on the baseball team, correct? No?
Soccer.
Soccer team.
Well, not on the
I'm
soccer
sorry.
team, but I played there for soccer and basketball. Just
Oh,
I
we
was
was
in the
balling
gym every-
together?
yeah, we did ball together.
That's
One
why.
time,
Yeah, we was doing, pause, we was doing something together though.
What do you?
Pause.
What are you better at though? Basketball, soccer.
I don't know. It's hard. I played both my whole life, so
Yeah, I'm
I
asked.
see both.
If you had to take one, and like if they had to like gun to your head, like pick your sport for the rest of your life, you go on with basketball or soccer.
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 Really?
Basketball is too ego.
It's ego.
It's like
I'm watching this anime called Blue Lock, and it
I
takes
finished
nothing
that.
but ego. It's funny that,
That
you
is
said
true.
that.
might have a point.
I just finished that I say like 2 weeks ago.
Shit is
But
crazy, right?
haven't
It is
watched
It was
crazy.
great. It was a great soccer show. Made me want to play soccer for sure.
But basketball is very like how I say, like you can't you get crossed as raps. Like I feel like it's so dragged now. Like back then, like it wasn't like as like it is now. Like
Do you mean like if you get crossed, like people will play you for it, or like just in general, like
It's
they're
just so-
off, like once they cross you, like they off, like
yeah, they off.
You
Like
can't
just
catch the
keep
ball
like,
again.
like just keep playing. Like it's like they make it like that's like the first time doing it. You gotta act like you like do that on a regular. You know.
Oh, I
I guess
see what
like how
you're
soccer
saying.
players get crossed and then they'll like just keep running and trying
just
to
keep
catch
going.
up to get the
Yeah.
fucking ball back.
Yeah,
I get what you're
it's like
saying.
the play keeps going in soccer, and then like basketball, the whole thing just shuts down. It's so
Nah, I
extra.
see. Like everybody kind of like stops and then makes it a whole scene. But
Soccer players do
when
that.
you do get crossed, though, it is hard to get back on defense. Versus if you do get crossed in soccer, I don't know. That's also like really hard because since there's so much like field space that you gotta like recover after missing something or getting crossed, it's kind of hard to recover off that.
True.
But they don't really make it like a big deal though until like it's you actually scored.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, this guy just fell because of whatever. They'll probably run it back on a like replay, but they definitely like even in the NBA when you're watching the games, they definitely make it a spectacle when everybody gets crossed and then everybody shuts over to expecting to make the shot.
Yeah.
It's like a whole scene.
Are you saying soccer players don't do that?
I mean, they do, but it's like I feel like in like the NBA scene or basketball scene is just so like.
I mean, where I think the dynamic shifts is like soccer has a lot of like players that are like not that tall. Basketball has like 6 foot, 7 foot people. So like if you get crossed up, they're falling. Like,
Yeah.
you cross
It's
their
like-
ankles up, they're going
It's like
down hard.
everybody gets crossed, everybody gets dunked on. It's gonna happen to you. Like it's just
Yeah.
like
It's hard to bounce back.
I've
sometimes.
never got dunked on though.
Yeah.
I can say that.
Respectfully.
And
I
I've
know,
played.
I know I got crossed a couple.
Crossed,
crazy
I've gotten crossed. I'll handle that. I'll take that. But yeah, like you said, that's a part of the game. But dunked on, either I'm fouling you or I'm just going to let you rock. If I know you got it, I'm just gonna be like, all right, bro. I'll literally step to the side, get your little highlight, and then I get my beef back or whatever. Like, it's all right. We good.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen.
What you been up to, bro? You say you graduated in 2018.
Yeah.
Damn. What did you graduate for? Like, we played ball. We hung out outside of like class. We never had a class or anything. So, what you went to
I
school
don't
for?
think so. Graphic design.
Word.
Yeah, but I hate it.
Damn. Is that
hate
what you
it.
do now?
No.
No.
I do video editing and stuff, but I haven't edited a video in like the last year.
You've been
What
putting
do
it
you
to the
mean video
side? Or
edited?
Huh?
have you just been like putting it to the side,
I
like not
haven't.
wanting to do it? Or you
I
literally-
want to do, but it's like I have no drive as much as I used to. Now I just I'm like a para at Columbus School in Bridgeport,
What's a pair?
like a teacher's aide.
Oh, okay. Oh, word.
Yeah, it's dope.
Damn, that's what's up. But let's get back to the video editing though.
Yeah, facts.
What do you do? Like, what software do you use?
Premiere.
You do? You have
Nice.
Premiere?
Yeah.
You have a camera?
No, I just use my phone.
Or you just use your
nice. That's
phone
pretty
and then
dope.
use Premiere for your phone, like the app?
No, I take videos. I do it on
You
my.
use your phone for the recording and
And then you
edits
transfer
online.
it on the
Yeah,
computer?
yeah, but it's
Damn,
like a
we're
lot
not
of
too far
most of
from
like gaming stuff or like.
Streams and stuff.
I don't like streaming as much. I don't know how people could be like. I'm very good at. I usually just play Fortnite, but very good at gaming. But like to be entertaining and be good at the game is so hard to keep that same energy.
I mean, people are entertained just from watching you play if you're good, you know? So I
That's
think
it.
that's the
But
difference.
It's hard to make. Well, in the gaming community, to be just good is hard. You got to make the content.
Yeah. You
Do
can't
I-
just be outstanding and get noticed. You literally have to, promote on all platforms and be there. That's the number one key to like being a streamer. Most people think it's just like, I'm gonna just get on every day.
Yeah.
Eventually 50,000 people are gonna fuck with me. Like,
Yeah.
nah,
It
you
doesn't
gotta-
work like that. No
Nah,
more.
there's
stretch.
definitely a lot of work, a lot of content behind it, and a lot of editing and like recording. Like when I was like doing some research, and they were doing like their own streaming services, they have like a whole bunch of different lights in the background. They had
Whole
different
setups.
like cameras. They had like a whole like setup where they had to like connect the phone and the camera to the TV. I mean to the computer. There was just like they do a lot, bro.
I feel like
Just to
that's
get it
like
started.
It is dangerous to do at the same time to invest all this money, but you don't have nobody watching you.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people do that. Like you all you need is a camera, the gaming system, and something to stream off
And a
of.
dual recorder,
And and do what you do, and then as you start to see like people watching, then you could slowly progress your stuff instead of buying everything at once and expecting like you're gonna do something with
Yeah,
it.
it's nice too. Yeah, for people to always see the process of shit. Like
Yeah.
that's why people will respect you in the long run, as you grinded your way to the top. It doesn't look like you're just like hand fed it. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
silver spooned in a sense.
Yeah.
Well, respectfully, man, fuck all that. We're looking for a video editor, and it'll be great for you to be a part of the team. We're trying to. This is called the Jungle Squad. We're trying to increase the squad. So
I feel that.
you literally said you had nothing to do. So for the last year, and we have a lot of stuff that we're behind on.
What do you feel
that
like
you can? I think you'd be a great part of the team, but let's see how the conversation goes first. Get to know us a little bit.
I feel like
Express ourselves, because I only know your name, Zay. It's short for Isaiah, right?
Yeah.
We played ball. We went to school. You were para, but like, what's the wave now, though? Like, what you on now? Because I haven't seen you in like it's 2023.
Yeah, it's been like at least like 5-6 years.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But we kept up with each other.
Yeah.
We're about to talk about our nerd shit, guys, but we're trying to just give us some time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and before that, I actually wanted to ask though, what do you feel like made you lose your motivation over this past year for editing? Because I actually was kind of the same too, where when I would post like a lot of parkour clips, I was on my editing. I'd like to edit, and then I got into this habit of just not posting online, and it did terrible for me basically, and then it made me like try to step back into it sometimes.
I'm gonna try to not make this so deep.
Bro, we got all the time.
No, but I'm saying like I can really get into like
Make it deep. I like deep shit. Pause.
So I was getting very popular on TikTok, and I would post and get a lot of engagement, and that would get me excited, and I would get all like this huge high, and then I would post another one to keep coming. Every video I post, and then blowing up, and then it slowly started to die down. But I'm taking hours and hours and hours and hours to edit, doing things that other people are not doing in the gaming industry, and that's what made me notice. And then I'm like, I don't know, like 40 hours on a video, and I post it. I'm thinking this is gonna set me off again. And it just doesn't do it.
Yeah, it's always the one you put the most creativeness into that it never blows up. And then it'll be the simplest clip that you made that'll fucking rise through the theaters.
Like, it would get me so upset because I'm looking at these people that are thousands of likes and stuff like that. I'm like,
they're not posting the content.
And they're not. It's just some basic ass shit, and I'm over here working my ass off. But that was my issue. Like, it was more so like, nah, this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one. Instead of like, I'm just gonna make this video, just do what I gotta do, keep making, not letting that like the engagement get to my emotions.
Yeah, like what are you doing it for?
Yeah, that's the most important part.
I mean, I enjoyed the video editing. It was like dope. Like I wanted to be like how do I say, like influence the younger generation.
Were you chasing that dream to just be known as an influencer, or were you chasing it because it's like you wanted to actually edit and post your content?
I wanted to post my content.
I think you got lost in the mix a little bit.
Yeah, a little. Because
you said that
the
when you were
like,
getting posted, that it wasn't getting a lot of like engagement, and that kind of discouraged you. Yeah. But if you went in the intentions of doing it as far as like you just wanting to do it, and you were just posting because that's what you genuinely
and I don't care
wanted
what
to
do,
True.
Then it would have kind of like necessarily like discouraged you, because you're not allowing anybody in your bubble of creativity to do that. You're just creating.
And that's where it starts to get deep, because I started to realize this is having control over how I feel, and then I had to do a lot of self-realization along with like other things of like my emotions. Yeah. And so I took a step back for so long.
I mean, you're not at fault for that. Everyone can feel the same way. And like I said, I was with my editing and I fell off. And I feel like something that deterred me as well was actually engagement. Not saying that the people in my area weren't like supporting like what I did. Obviously, I'd get like a lot of comments. Oh, that's amazing, da da da. But it was the reach of all my reach was local, and that was the issue. Is that I wanted to engage past everyone that follows me and shit, that are regular friends that know me in my life. And I feel like it would be hard to really get engagement as compared to someone that would literally just post a backflip a day. Like, you know what I mean? And then out of nowhere, their videos are blowing up. But I just did like a big trick to like another big trick. And like, you know what I mean? It looks smooth, clean, and it's not getting any love besides locally. And I think that kind of deterred me on how I felt, because...
Well, now it's definitely the algorithm though. So you got to keep like posting.
You got to be consistent.
Even for like, it's not going to happen for like you do one good video or two good videos. Like apparently it takes like 3 to 5 years for a YouTuber or content creator to start from scratch and actually gain some actual traction to gain any type of profit, any views, actual like something substantial. It takes years.
Exactly. I mean, like, look at what I said. If you really break down the sentence, I said I would post something that's looks like has flow in it as well as like style points and shit like that, but someone else was posting a backflip every day. So it's like it wasn't just because I had posted like that one thing I should blow up. It was because they were literally consistent and just
Every
posting
day.
a literal clip every day.
And then somebody came back and then saw another one
And went
that
back.
they liked, and then now that you ever seen
Saw the
like for
progress.
example, you'll see like something post on like Twitter and it's like mad crazy on Twitter, but then you'll see it like a couple days later being posted on a different platform, but it's on Instagram, and then the last people who gets it late, it's like on Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's like that's
Everything goes
literally
to the
what it
rounds.
is. It's just information when you get it
In waves.
Yeah, so people get it differently on different times.
It's true, very
So you
true.
just gotta keep going and keep posting.
Yeah, I eventually.
Or like Young and May, you that song "Ooh," before that song actually got popping, that song been came out like way before. She had to keep reposting it and actually keep like performing it and like promoting it, and then it finally got traction. So
Wow.
it's literally consistency.
That was like where, well, it wasn't consistent, but for the what I'm about to say, but it like the speaking of like, there's a different time when people see it, like Chris Brown's song "Under Influence." That song came out like 4 years ago. I'm bumming that song 4 years ago, and all of a sudden I'm hearing it everywhere. I'm like, what's going on? But apparently it was TikTok that blew it up.
Yeah,
But-
TikTok does that.
So
There's been so many old songs that have reawakened just because of TikTok
yeah,
now,
it's wild.
which is really cool.
Yeah, like a lot of the kids that I'm teaching now. So the last movie that we're watching for the class is called Freedom Riders, and there was like, oh, I know this movie because it's off of TikTok. I'm like, what? They're like, I know that lady off of TikTok. I'm
Hillary
literally
Swank.
the white lady who plays the teacher. I don't know.
Yeah,
her name.
Hillary Swank.
Yeah, she was like constantly like saying that, oh yeah, this is on TikTok, the movie. This is like, I'm like, do you guys know the name? Do you know? They just know that that's everything is reference off TikTok now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
The talent show we had, TikTok like dancers.
So
like,
many
It's
TikTok.
crazy.
It's crazy how kids will perform at a talent show and do TikTok dances, but only know 15 seconds. So like that's it. Like they'll wait for that part,
all they did,
sit
15
there,
seconds?
Yo, they did like 25 seconds and then
wait for the part to come
That's
back, bust out the dance again. Like
yeah, literally,
What?
and then walk away.
I'm so proud.
That is wild.
There was maybe 2 performances I seen where the kids actually like made a dance to the entire song. You know what I'm saying?
There was only one TikTok song that day though. That was that bounce when she walked shit.
Yeah, that song's.
I was like, what the hell?
I don't even know what song it is.
Me either. I never heard of it
it's
until they
like
came.
bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk.
Throw that ass. Yeah, I know the whole dance now because they were doing it so many times. I shake my hips and everything. Pause. Like,
I only know what that when people shake their hips is the oh my god, Little Yachty. Is it Little Yachty? Or Little Uzi song?
the
He doesn't even have. Yeah, it's that.
She wanna
just
rock
wanna rock.
shit?
Yeah.
Body yada yada.
Oh, I just want to rock.
Yeah. All my kids was doing that for 5 months straight basketball season.
You
Yo,
heard what
that's
this
just
nigga DJ Drama said?
crazy.
Huh?
You heard what DJ Drama said, right?
What?
He said that that I Just Want to Rock song is a better Philly anthem than Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares.
Is he crazy?
Crazy.
No. That's
I mean,
so far.
alright,
That's
for
not-
the-
you can't even compare the two.
For the generation of now, I guess I just want to rock.
No, not even.
Because that's the thing.
It's
They
still
don't
top
live-
charts right now to this day. Like for the past 10 to 15
They
years
play
since
that.
That is
2011. It's still like one of the number one songs played in every single
Perfect
party.
sounds like this.
Get the fuck out of here.
I
That shit is crazy. Like for him to even say that, you know, Meek Mill came back and he clapped back.
What are you
and
saying?
He was just like, "Yo, DJ Drama, don't be talking all that shit. Like you just tight." He went on Twitter like and did like a whole rant. Like I don't have my phone.
Did he,
It was
have,
academics,
did,
right?
did he have some affiliation with that song or something?
Basically, DJ Drama and Meek Mill's beef goes way back to when when Meek Mill and Drake were actually beefing. So apparently something happened behind doors Don't quote me on none of this, y'all. And like there was like some type of like disagreement, and it was kind of like what I got from all the information is that DJ Drama kind of like provoked that whole situation.
Yeah.
Some information got which way, and then blah blah blah. Then so they had beef for a minute now. So I guess like Meek just kind of like held it in or directed all that shit towards Drake, and then saw that he lost, and then shit just died down, and then now he's trying to like our Drama just dropped like 4 or 5 albums. Like he's going crazy. I don't know if you guys know this nigga's been dropping albums after albums with. I think
about
one
Meek
was
Mill?
no DJ Drama. He's dropping mad albums.
I haven't seen him drop. I haven't.
He just did one with Giancarlo. He did one with Tyler the Creator.
I said, no, where the fuck is Meek Mill then, yo?
Meek Mill just dropped an album last year.
Last year? I got it.
Yeah, and that shit was heat.
Maybe I did hear it and I'm bugging out. That's
Yeah, that
crazy.
shit was
I
heat.
didn't hear
You gotta
it.
listen to the song called Love Train. That's probably the best song on the whole
Love
album.
Train.
Yeah, he got some hate because it was like the cover art to his album was a little bit like over sexualizing women or something, but it was everybody was, and it was like being posted on like painted on buses where kids have to go in and out, and like you see titties and shit on the bus. So it was kind of like I get it. It was like a lot of like bullshit happening at that time. I remember
When a man does women,
that was a good album though.
when a man does women's like empowerment, like body positivity, it's shunned upon. But but girl, if it was like a logo poster of like a feminist or something with their breasts out and it said something inspirational, they'd be like,
Not
"We have
even,
to keep
but
this."
this
for
Cardi and
inclusion."
Lotto shit though. Like this shit probably gonna take over the whole summer.
Most likely.
You heard the song?
Which one?
Cardi and Lotto. I don't know the name
I
of it.
didn't hear it the other day. I heard Cardi B's part. That's about it.
Cardi
That's my ex.
B?
Yeah, that's
Your
my
ex?
Her and Ice Spice.
They're your exes?
Ice Spice is
Damn.
on fire.
You been there, done that? Alright, who you taking
Ice gonna be
first,
the one
though?
in
Who's
your
better?
DMs.
Who's better, Ice Spice or Cardi?
That's
They
crazy.
both
Well,
from the
Ice
Bronx
Spice is
too.
more.
No, I'm not talking about music right now. I'm talking
No, I
about
know.
sexual. Like we're sexualizing these women right now.
I'm saying I'm gonna have to go with Ice Spice.
Really?
That's
Her ass.
bro.
is
That's
legit.
way too
that's
hard to like say.
crazy.
Like,
Her ass is real.
yeah,
Huh?
Cardi
That's
and then
real.
Cardi
Cardi's
B's
ass
like
is real. Her
Cardi
No,
B's
it's
like
not.
Cardi
She
B's like
literally
30
said the only
something.
thing thick is the
She went to the
boobs.
basement of NDR for that.
You heard Cardi B like 30 something and a mom like she
I mean,
she
she
got
fine,
it, but
she
like
Cardi got a bag and fix her teeth.
I'm saying,
y'all
like-
niggas is wilding right now.
But she
Y'all
Ice Spice
taking
is-
Ice Spice over Cardi?
Ice Spice, 100%.
like duh, keep it a stat.
That's why I don't
But
want to do it.
I'll take Bundle Brittany out of over all of them though.
Bundle with Britney?
Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner,
No.
sir.
The one who just came back from like Germany or some shit?
Talking about
No, the one that was with
my
PJ
God,
Washington.
you thinking of
The
Brittany
one with
Griner?
PJ Washington.
Oh, you gotta show me.
Yeah,
the
that's
picture.
a little
No, you
Uzi's
know-
ex,
you know-
right?
you
You
know
talking about
Uzi's
the
ex.
WNBA
Yeah,
bitch?
Little Uzi
Nah,
ex.
she's literally like well, I hate talking shit like that because I don't know her that personally, but like mad people on the internet just be saying she's a gold digger. Like, are you really serious right now?
But what's her thing? Nah, you're gonna be like.
I know who Brittany Renner
No,
is.
he-
That's what
I don't
I
know
was
if
about to
you know.
say.
Oh, I think I do know.
Mad people say like she
Ass
goes
is
after basketball, like
crazy.
basketball guys and
Her ass
stuff.
is
Oh, I do know that.
crazy.
Yeah, I do know her. She don't answer my DMs actually.
Right, she did ass.
Yeah, I be spamming her shit.
He said, "Yo,
I
bro,
be
you said-
spamming these hoes. I have no. I mean, not hoes, but
Yeah,
I be spamming them.
that might be the reason." right there.
They don't answer though because I know they got like millions and thousands of followers.
So pro tip, if like we have plans to blow up, right? You just text all the celebrities. Obviously, you're gonna be aware they're not gonna respond, right? But I'm gonna send you a DM now, stating how I'll meet you someday. So that when I blow up, I'm gonna be like, and then you follow me, you're gonna see the DM and be like, holy shit, like what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, I be thinking about like that sometimes.
That's
like,
it's a great way to
when
make
I was
a
video
time
editing.
bomb for
When
later.
I was video editing and I was blowing up, I was like thinking about these things already. Like who I was about to hit up.
Nah, we can definitely do that though.
You feel me? Let her know I'm coming.
You know how many
I'll be here
people are celebrities that I DM'd and just spammed like
That doesn't
link in bio. Here's the
Oh
links to
my-
my music. Check this shit out. Very few people responded, but
That's
I
not
gotten
bad, though.
like on Twitter and shit like that. I've gotten like celebrities to
I
like.
feel like it's more
repost.
you're more likely to get hits on Twitter.
Yeah, I get responses more on Twitter than, but somebody off the Joe Budden pod, he actually reposted me on Instagram. That was dope.
That is dope.
Queen's Flip.
Like
Flip,
your
the new guy.
video for Kobe?
Wait, what is it?
Nah, I gave him a shout out on some video that he did, and it was funny. Then he reposted it on his page.
Oh,
That
nice.
shit was dope. My boy Queen, shout out to Queen's Flip, man. He's the only One Piece fan in the whole show. So yeah,
Wait, who's the only One Piece fan?
in the whole
And that show?
Joe Budden's pod is
Okay.
Queen's Flip.
Damn.
His name is Flip. I don't know. I call him Queen's Flip because that's his name on IG and shit. I
Joe
be
Budden
doing
would
that.
love
I
One
would
Piece.
almost call you Zayfon, bro. I think I actually wrote your name as Zayfon on it
No,
over
my
there.
last name is Fonseca.
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 Say that one more time.
Fonseca.
Oh, Fonseca.
Fonseca.
Yeah. K-Verdian.
Oh, nice.
Cape
Shout out to
Verdean?
my Cape Verdeans.
What the hell is that?
It's on the west coast of Africa.
What do you speak?
Never heard
Just
of Cape
regular-
It's Creole.
You speak Creole, nigga?
I'm Puerto Rican as well. I can speak Spanish. That's about it. And the only word I understand in Creole is menina.
What the hell is that?
It means woman or girl.
Women or girl? Menina. I get
Yo,
it.
that's
the only word I know.
Creole people from West Africa. And
They were
what's
colonized by Portugal.
what's your nationality again? What's it called?
Cape Verdean.
Cape Verdean.
Yeah.
But next time
Cape
I know
Verde.
you, I'm gonna know like all their history. Don't worry, I got you.
Mm.
Cape Verdeans, no Creole.
How you never
we were
heard of
like
Cape Verdeans?
So-
we were like what is it? A slave stop.
Yeah, so half of them went to Portugal, and
Like-
then the other half
Like
went
that's
to
where like when they
French,
were
Paris.
taking the slaves, that's where they stopped at.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
And now it's a vacation home for millions of tourists year round.
But you
That
know
was actually
Cape
really good information.
No bad Cape Verdeans, right?
I don't know. I've never seen a Cape Verdean. You light skin as hell
some
too. So how
badass
do you
Cape
know?
Verdeans.
we can't
as well.
like I can't like if I meet a girl that's Cape Verdean, I can't talk to her
Why?
Why?
because they all fuck each other.
Wait.
What do you mean?
Like it don't matter if you first cousin, second cousin, third cousin, they fucking and having kids and getting married.
Oh, you mean they fuck their family?
Yo, y'all fucking family?
I'm not.
crazy.
I'm saying like that's a normal thing because back in the day they wasn't allowed to their house or like go out anywhere. So they had, you know what I'm
that's
saying?
not-
Like
I thought you just want to keep it in the family, like royal
like,
blood
I
and
have
shit.
my
Targaryen shit.
grandparents. They both have like eight, like 9 brothers and sisters on both sides. So
That's crazy.
it's wild.
They was bored as hell in that house.
Yeah, literally.
That is a little.
They just be fucking for fun. Nothing to do.
Nah, that's not healthy. That's not incest isn't fun.
Incest? You guys ever fucked a cousin?
No, that's not the plan.
No.
No.
There's a lot of women out there.
Okay. What about a cousin that you didn't know that was like that? Y'all not really cousins, but y'all just say cousins.
I did when I was younger. I did kiss my cousin that when I was in Puerto Rico.
Oh shit!
I was like 10.
That's
That's
not really your
shit.
cousin, right? If she's in Puerto
It's
Rico,
like it's
nah.
like a third, it's like a
They're in
like a
another
third
state,
and fourth
in another
cousin.
country.
Yeah, if they're like 50 miles away from you, yeah, technically not.
I was
but
like
they-
10. I ain't gonna lie.
works.
I was like 10. I did that.
Oh nah, damn!
So
You
she was my
kissing
first
women
kiss?
in 10?
Huh?
You kissing women at 10 years old?
Yeah.
When did I have my first kiss? I think I was like,
I was in the 5th
7,
grade, so I
8.
don't know.
it's probably like 7,
Yeah,
8.
mine was when I was 9.
I remember that. Do you remember the first vagina you saw?
Um,
Like outside of your family?
Outside of my family.
Like obviously, like your mom was in the fucking house naked or some
No,
shit.
it's
You like
just,
run into your mom.
let me see.
yeah, but like I never sat there and analyzed my mom's
No,
vagina.
yeah,
like
that's
what the fuck?
yeah. We're not going that. We're not going that route at all, nigga.
every time she
Just
walked
not like
past
your mom
naked,
being
my
naked.
eyes
She
is
walked
like,
by like the first time you encounter like a naked,
I
naked
know
body.
she's naked, but my eyes is like totally.
Yeah, like it doesn't phase you. Like that's my mother. Like, fuck.
That's crazy.
But like, when do you guys have an age
That I saw my first vagina.
or a naked body?
I mean, like, do babies count when I change their diapers and shit, or no?
Listen, when's the first time you as a kid saw the first when was the first time as a kid?
Does it have to be live vagina or porn vagina?
When was the first time as a kid did you see another girl's body like naked?
In real life or
Yes, in
online?
real life.
I'm
Real
trying
life.
to think.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I know this sounds crazy, but kindergarten.
Kindergarten?
Yeah.
I touched when I was in preschool, but that's another story.
Wait, what you mean? What do you mean you touched in
he's talking
preschool?
first. He's talking
So
first.
wait, how'd you see someone in kindergarten, bro?
Well, I had like, kind of like was easy to get girlfriends back in the day. So
Being a kid was fun.
He in kindergarten. I'm dead.
I forgot her name.
Girlfriend.
I know it's
Yeah, we
started
don't need
with
to. We
T,
don't need to put the names out there. Just tell the
And
story.
all I remember is she's she probably a hoe now. Respectfully, she's probably a hoe now.
A respectful hoe.
She had one of the I remember her because probably one of my first girlfriends too. She had an Audi belly button, but the belly button was like an Audi, nigga. Like that shit was out, nigga. Like a uncircumcised penis, like just sticking out like in your stomach. Like that shit was there.
She had umbilical cord.
Yo, that shit, yeah, like it was like a whole umbilical cord still, but she was a pretty girl though, man. It was, she was not dysfunctional or nothing. It was just she had an Audi belly button. So in the kindergarten rooms, we have these bathrooms, but it's a boy side and a girl side. But when you go in the bathrooms, it's like a stall either way, so we can like kind of like look under and look over. So she was excited to show me her butt, and like
oh my god,
vagina, and like
we're having fun.
So I saw it in school for the first time.
Wow. Who are you, Mr. Preschool? What you thought?
Wait, y'all from Bridgeport?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I'm from New York. I'm from the Bronx.
I'm from New York. Okay, so you know where Pep Boys is? Like on
yeah, Madison School? Is what you're talking about?
Boston Ave?
It's kind of
next to a
kind
corner
of
store?
like a church.
Oh.
Okay, so Pep Boys, and then it's like not that.
I know exactly where you. Oh, like, Blackham.
No, it's not. Those
are the
like,
two closest places.
It's like it was like a hidden preschool.
Oh, Reed.
I have no idea.
Bro, name the three closest.
I don't know what they're called. It was like
you don't know. Just get to the point.
It was like from like 3 to 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So there was like a playhouse, and it was I know her to this day, but I don't think she remembers. So we were in the thing, and you were able to close the windows, and we like both put our hands in each other's pants, and I went like, when I took it, I was like, why is this so slimy? And I think after that, like I got grossed out, like the
oh shit,
yeah, like
he said I couldn't touch on it was like a couple of years.
But that was like how do I say, like that was like that's a dark memory.
That's a dark memory.
Was she older than you?
Huh? No, she was my age. We were both in preschool. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
There was no way she was wet in preschool.
No, I'm not saying. Like, I mean, like it's like dirty, slimy. Maybe
child.
Maybe yeah.
That's pee, nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
I was like, it's slimy.
Man, you was like, I don't like this.
There's no way it was slimy down there.
That's the how do I say, like that's what I formed it as. Like that's what I remember. I'm like 3 or 4 years old.
Can women get like wet at any age?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
I would never know.
Yeah, I would literally.
I mean, how would when? This is a dark topic to go down.
It's a
dark topic.
I'd rather not. Personally, for me, my first time.
There's rapists who
we can say we might have to interview on the next pod. Watch.
On
how to catch a predator.
I don't want to know for me, but like, I think there is an age limit. Like, I think after their period, like they start getting their periods probably at the same time they start.
So when do women start secreting, pretty much, or something like that? Wouldn't that be the proper word?
I mean, like the body has to like go into some type of survival mode to like protect themselves. Like I'm saying, like there are people like rapists who go for children that young. I mean, it has like, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. Yeah, he's saying that because girls get raped at such a young age, they have to be able to get wet down there anyway.
No, they can just be getting raped.
But I mean,
there's no nigga that.
No, bro. There's no way.
There's no way, but it'll hurt the guy, though.
It'll hurt the woman.
But it'll hurt the guy, too.
It'll hurt the guy, too. Yeah, there's no way.
I mean, that's lube, nigga.
This is a crazy conversation.
There's lube, like
I don't say that's a dark conversation. But
I don't know. I feel like
we have to.
That's a hard topic to talk about, especially when we don't know who like out there might have dealt with that situation to be saying like, oh yeah, they must like no. That's crazy.
I don't know about that because
but for me, like,
she's about to turn off, but it's all good.
For me though, my first time, pretty much was I remember this. It was like sleepover at my house, and from there, literally.
How old were you?
I was like maybe like 7, 8.
Wait, a sleepover with a.
It was like a friend of my cousins was sleeping over, and we all grew up like pretty close to each other, so we all knew each other, and I'm pretty sure she like had a crush on me and I had a crush on her, and I forget what happened exactly, but it was the sneakiest shit ever, bro. Literally, everybody went upstairs, and it was just me and her sitting there in the living room. We legitimately, like, ran over to the bathroom, like, dumb fast. I don't know what the fuck for. And we were just like, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Wait. Wait.
And we legit pulled down our pants and just showed each other our shit. Like,
What the fuck?
and it was cool.
It was so random.
Yeah, and then we went back in the kitchen. I mean, the living room, act like nothing ever happened.
I don't want my students or siblings to watch this pod.
Turn this
Very
on.
uncomfortable topics here. This is probably the deepest, most fucked up shit we've talked about.
No, that was a cool story for me. Being a kid, like, obviously I was a kid experiencing this. So it was cool to see, like...
It's just like Big Mouth in real life. Like,
yeah, that was
I actually
crazy.
never watched Big Mouth.
Yeah, me either, actually.
don't actually. It's terrible.
I actually find Big Mouth vulgar. And that's crazy to say, but I find it way too vulgar to be
the
a show
point where you can
that
throw
kids
up.
can watch.
Wait, kids could watch
Because
that?
I've seen, I've legitimately been with kids at like work and they're 10 years old telling me they've watched Big Mouth, and I'm just like,
That's just no parental guidance.
like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Big Mouth talks about puberty. They talk about hormones. They talk about a lot of things that kids are starting to go through or going to experience. But the way they talk about it and the language is like, I just feel like it's a little bit too vulgar where they legitimately just go a little bit overboard. So like, even if you are informing a kid,
They do it too
now
much.
the kid,
That's not for kids.
but now
bro.
the kid knows how to like curse someone out on top of that too, because you added mad fucks and shit in.
That show's not for kids. Though.
Exactly.
It's not rated PG, so that shit isn't for adults.
Yeah.
It's not for kids to be watching. So shame on the parents allowing their children to watch shit that they're
It's
not.
just kids and
ready
parents go to
watch.
work and kids have Netflix. And
Yeah,
that's
but
how they
there's
end up watching.
like I have like kind of like profiles on my accounts on all of them set up where
Oh, for
so my
kids.
siblings, yeah, they can't watch anything rated R. They have
That's
their
good,
profiles
smart.
for the kids. And when I had a stepchild briefly, I had like the fucking YouTube for kids type shit. So it's like there's ways to
Yeah.
get around that. You just have to pay attention to your kid or whoever you're taking care of, because that shit can really like. I remember one of my sisters, they were just watching fucking Euphoria, and like you know how many dicks are in Euphoria in just one episode.
That is what. Yeah, that's
And
actually
like
very good. show, I'm not
suicide,
gonna
drugs,
Euphoria was
and
pretty
it's
good.
like you are 13
lie. Nah,
or
that is
14,
wild.
and I'm like, no, what are
Yeah,
you
that's
doing?
way
What are
too
you
young
watching?
to be watching that.
Like,
My siblings are too old now. So some, I don't want to snitch on them now, but they're doing a lot.
I heard Euphoria got pushed back to 2025 now.
Terrible show.
Yeah,
you don't like it?
I don't. It's too much.
I think
It's
it
too
was
much.
pretty
I don't
good,
like her
but-
as an like. It's
As a
because
drug
I
addict.
see her as I can't see her as a drug addict and then go to Spider-Verse and see her as MJ. I don't respect her as MJ. I see her as a whole crackhead. She
But
plays
that's the
You're
thing.
looking
That's
into
how
the
good of an
character.
actor she is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but
see,
she's
she-
not that
Gotcha.
good of an actor as MJ though.
she is though.
She's really not.
She made the rule. She made
Wait,
the
so
rule.
what do you like her better as? MJ or?
I'd rather her not be MJ.
But do you like her as like?
She's better. She's a better actress as a crackhead than she is
I ain't gonna
playing
lie.
as a
Did
girlfriend.
y'all watch both seasons?
I watched.
Yeah.
He watched them too.
The second season where she was flipping emotions like this,
Yes.
was insane. The part where
Her range was
when,
incredible.
when her mom took the
The
suitcase.
drugs, yeah.
Zendaya's range was
Bro,
incredible. Like
that
that's
was
way more beyond just
wild
being
to
a
me.
crackhead. That was like really like being an actress. Like,
I
Yeah.
mean, like crackheads literally have those moments, and that's
exactly.
what.
She
yeah.
harnessed it, bro. Like,
Yeah, so she
she gave you
harnessed
that
that
feeling.
versus MJ for
Like-
sure.
I guess you're right. I mean, the character of MJ though is more of a sideline character.
That's not true, 'cause
no, like
Tobey
they,
Maguire, MJ had a role, and she was a great actress in that, and she did her thing.
yeah, but we're in a
three
new
movies.
era. I get
Yeah,
two different
a new era of
directors.
bad actors.
Just like
That's-
how,
that's
like-
all it is. It's bad actors and CGI and.
I mean,
this
but
is
it's the
getting
same as like
played.
it could just be the writer in general because
It's not the writer, bro.
no, it is. I mean, totally
Because
because
Vin Diesel can say
Kishimoto
"Get to the chopper" or Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, they can say these small lines and they're memorable to generations
But
after
if
generations.
but if you look at people like Kishimoto, for example, that wrote Naruto, now
Don't
like
even get me started.
they
on it.
no, but I'm just saying for like example, Kishimoto that wrote Naruto, he had a whole he actually like has said like he's terrible with writing women's character development, which is why people like Sakura and like Tenten and all them didn't get proper light and shine. Like they just didn't know how to write for a woman. So it could just be
well,
the
you shouldn't.
directors
Maybe
just
you
suck.
should hire a female writer.
Well, why would you hire if you already have a team full of writers? Why am I just looking for another one? I mean, but like I
That
said, I mean,
specializes in something that you lack. That does make sense.
well, then again, like I said, I'm talking about Kishimoto for the guy that wrote Naruto. He was his own writer. Like it's not like he.
Yeah, but you said he had a team of writers. He didn't just write.
Well,
Naruto
for the
by
script
himself.
of for the script of Euphoria, yeah, they should definitely be looking into shit. But that we never know the case. But I don't know. To each his own. I think Zendaya did her thing, but at the same time, You're entitled to your opinion too, bro. She definitely played that role good enough that it is hard to look at her past other things besides Euphoria because she gave
was
so
even
much emotion compared to MJ. That's such a lax character
They made her lax in Marvel, and
for
she
comedic
just
relief.
didn't play. She was just there like a side character. She's just in the Spider-Man. She's more of a main character than a side character in the comics and
That's
like
what I was saying.
Gwen Stacy too. Like Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man. There was more of a actual role. She was a really good actress. All the other Spider-Man girlfriends were better actresses than Zendaya, and that is a fact.
I can't. I got no say on that.
That's how you feel, bro.
I got no say on that. I can't because I'm not really. How do I say like
Marvel.
I'm not really a Marvel fan like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
You like
They're
DC?
blowing
Huh?
the fuck
You like
up.
DC?
I like the Gotham universe.
Just the
DC
Gotham?
unit.
Just
DC
Gotham.
unit? Oh wow.
Damn.
Just Gotham. I'm
He
not a
says
fan.
keep it in
I'm-
one city for me.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Superman. All the Supermans are trash.
The movies?
You not excited for the new Flash movie coming out?
No, not at all.
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm very
I like
into
the DC
Joker.
universe, so I am excited. I'm caught up to both sides.
I'm not.
DC's been the one thing I didn't.
Yeah.
I
The
can't.
Batman movies, like the cartoon ones,
You
those
watch
shits
them?
is fire.
Really?
That's a whole universe in itself.
I didn't watch any of it. I watched Gotham up until I don't even know when Catwoman with the whip when she started coming.
That's not even like real canon shit
I
that you're
can't.
watching.
I
Fuck all
but that's what I like.
You want to watch like real
Mm-hmm.
DC shit, bro? Go to HBO Max, click the DC. You got Doom Patrol. You should probably
What is that?
you-
No.
Doom Patrol and Titans. They go
Patrol.
hand in hand on the same universe. You'll like them.
Okay.
What else?
I have yet to start Doom Patrol or the other show. It's
Yeah,
the
you
Titans.
should wait anyway because
I just like the dark shit, like the Harley Quinn, Joker, and
yeah,
like,
that's why you'll like Doom Patrol and another one you'll like too is Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
Yeah.
No, wait, what's his name?
John Cena.
Yes.
So you've seen like a Birds of Prey and stuff. That was the Harley Quinn solo.
Nah, actually, I have yet to watch that.
Birds of
I
Prey was
watched the
nasty.
joke. I watched the first Joker, and I
That's trash.
absolutely. You didn't like it?
Oh, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
Actually, no. Yeah, that was good. I'm lying.
was-
Yeah, what the hell you was talking about?
I was thinking of Suicide Squad's Joker
No.
with
Oh, yeah, that shit was
Jared
trash.
Leto.
No.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him because
that was a stupid ass Joker.
he said that they filmed over I don't know how many hours of footage of him, and they only used this much.
What was he doing there?
He was not
tight.
a good Joker.
No,
No,
like
they
it like
didn't
that.
give him like enough screen time
They
because
didn't
I
at
remember
all.
being tight about that because I was like, why the fuck did they show the Joker and he was literally only there for 2 seconds and it was actually a pretty dope Joker though. He was like a mobster Joker.
Yeah.
If he would have got some more shine, I
It
think.
would have been dope.
Yeah, but it was
character
already a long
development?
ass
How do
movie.
y'all feel about? And the crazy thing is, what I'm about to say. I said this like 15 years ago when Lady Gaga was popping, and she would do all the disguises, like she would dress up all crazy and stuff,
Yeah.
and like
Shout
how
out to
she
Lady
be
Gaga.
how she would be in her music videos. I was like, yo, she'd be a perfect Harley Quinn, and here she is in the second movie.
Yeah, right.
That is wild.
Harley Quinn though? Nah.
Yeah, she's gonna be Harley Quinn.
So wait, you said you're not into Marvel, so
Not really. I watch it like here
you
and there, but
not
I'm
like
not like that.
Spider-Man, bro?
Spider-Man's dope.
Like what?
Like Spider-Man's dope. The thing what threw me off is that they kept changing character to character. Like
Of Spider-Man's is what?
no,
threw
like
you, or just
everything.
in
Like
general?
even like Hulk.
Yeah.
The first Hulk was ass.
So
So
you
you
did a-
2001, but the one that
The
with
08 one was fire.
the Edward Norton Jr. one,
Yeah.
that shit
So you
was
weren't like a
fire.
phase
I like
phase
that.
4 fan, pretty much. When
That
they
was
kept building
technically,
up each
canon,
character
though.
story.
Because
think it
Iron
was
Man,
just-
like
Everything
what's his
lines
name?
up.
The guy who
Nick
played Iron
Fury.
Man.
He's good.
He showed up in that 2008 movie.
At the end credits.
The end
Yeah.
credits, right?
With Edward Norton as the Hulk, he
Yeah.
popped up to start Avengers Initiative.
I wonder why they stopped that.
Edward Norton, I think it was something a contract where he didn't really enjoy Marvel movies. He didn't care to be in it, so he kind of like got out of his contract, and then Mark Ruffalo took up the mantle. And
But
Mark
they
Ruffalo's
still yet to
cool.
have a solo Hulk movie though.
They don't need it.
Yeah, if you look between all Avengers movies, the Hulk it has a solo movie in there. Literally shows his journey, like as it's coming up. But man,
I don't know.
I was about to say because
That shit is whack, bro.
Marvel, they've
No, not
done it.
Marvel. How they did the Hulk because like
lot
that
of people
She-Hulk
upset
shit
about that.
was like absolute trash.
The last episode wasn't bad. They definitely hyped it up a little
What? That
bit.
was literally probably the most disappointing one.
was
What kind of
cliffhanger.
season finale stupid shit was that?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, don't. It actually made me
I didn't
cancel
watch a lot
Disney
of
Plus
stuff.
because I don't even watch like literally that show made me not want to like Marvel. You're not missing out on anything Marvel, so you're good.
If it's
bro. Just stick
important,
to
it'll
I
DC.
just
blow up
stick
in
with
your
my. I
face.
just stick with
Yeah.
the anime.
I stick with the ones that I know: Spider Man, the Hulk, and honestly, everything else really doesn't matter anymore with this Marvel shit.
You know what movie was a banger?
What was
Into
a
the
banger?
fucking Into the Spider-Verse, bro. If you haven't
I watched the
seen-
first one. I didn't watch the second one yet.
If you haven't
tomorrow.
seen it,
About
bro,
2 days.
you
Don't believe
haven't
this
seen
guy.
that
He
shit, bro.
overhyped this shit, and he got me excited to go see it. Maybe
didn't like
wanted to
it?
go see it before a Tuesday. It wasn't go see it before a Tuesday worthy of a movie. And I'm telling you this right
Really?
now, you're
I've
not
heard
going.
so many people say
disagree.
that movie is so great.
I disagree.
Yeah,
I think for
Go watch it for yourself.
don't get me wrong, there are moments I didn't enjoy in the movie, and there are times where you'll be looking at your phone like, what time is this movie over?
That's the
But
part though.
It also
You
was
didn't do that in part one though. Mm-hmm. You didn't
because
do
it
that
was
for 1
shorter.
second in
This
part
is
one.
the first Into the Spider-Verse, if I'm not mistaken, is the first animated movie that it has the longest runtime ever.
Yeah, but
like
it was
of any
unnecessarily
animated movie ever created.
for no
Really?
reason though. For no reason though.
It was like 2 hours.
And
2 hours and 30
James.
minutes, and then no cutscenes,
for no
no
reason
ending
though.
scenes. I mean,
Why had no ending?
no, there's no after credit scenes
This
for this
what,
movie.
For this one, the one that just came out. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so once it's done, you can just bounce.
Yeah,
They-
that shit was trash, bro.
They leave you on a pretty like decent cliffhanger for what it's worth, and I
You
think,
didn't like it, right?
and I think I
7
mean,
out of 10.
he's
and
not a
that's
fan of
being nice.
he's not a fan of cliffhangers, so I can
I
understand
didn't.
that.
What? Who said that?
You-
I
you
never
were
told
saying
you
that
that.
earlier.
That never came out of my mouth
You
at
aren't
all.
a fan of cliffhangers.
That's
so
not true at all. It
Literally,
just was
since
not
we
a
watched
good
it, though, you would
cliffhanger.
tell me it.
It was not a good cliffhanger. It was just not a good ending to a movie. It wasn't. It could have ended the movie 30 minutes before that, where
Yeah.
he actually got away. That would have been a better cliffhanger, ending it right then and there, versus stopping the action and 20 minutes leading into something else that was totally
to
unnecessary.
plan the way for the next movie. And don't get me wrong,
They
that's
could
why
have did that in the
that's
beginning
why I
of the
said
next movie.
that's why I said I do agree with you. Where I said I was looking at my phone like, when is this?
Done.
Is it almost done? Like time's like getting late. Like, you know.
It wasn't worth $17.30 whatever cents I had to pay.
But I
Or
think
$15 actually, because we did it online and went earlier to see it. That shit was whack.
from my point of view, I think that Into the Spider-Verse definitely was a fan service, as well as like a good. It was about the graphics and animation. Like they really wanted to share the beauty of like everything Spider-Man, and like being able to like show that art was really nice.
Yeah, but the art was good for the first one too. Mm-hmm. It was still, bro. Now, just if you wouldn't think an anime is going to be good from 2021 moving all the way forward, if your anime is trash now, then you're fucking stupid as hell. You're dealing with the wrong production company or whatever, because every single anime
Top of the line.
is top notch now. Okay, if that's
I
the
don't know
bare
about
minimum,
I don't know about Fire Force.
huh?
Fire
As
Force.
far as
No,
we're
but I'm
still
talking
active?
about every commercialized anime, One Piece, Demon Slayer, Invincible, like everything that's commercialized, that's top notch.
Top
That's
graphics.
bare minimum is quality now. So I'm not expecting like anything less when it comes to quality. Now there's a different layer that I'm looking for, which is good story and good writing. And if it's predictable, it's lackadaisical. Before I went to see the movie, I predicted certain scenes. This nigga's face just gave it away. Came in and I was literally predicting the movie as it was going, and I was like, I hate when I do that. Like, I don't like that. I
It's
agree
hard.
with
It's
that.
hard. Like
There were
like,
definitely a lot of scenes that I could like piece together and be like, oh, this is gonna lead to this.
Yeah, this is what's
Just
gonna
have to pay
happen.
attention.
But that's what they have to do that.
They
Yeah,
don't.
of course.
Yeah, they have to. It's like part of the rules of creating a movie. It's
They
like,
wanna give you the
I would
clues so
love
you
a movie
engage.
like that makes me think of like you know how scary movies. You already know everything that's gonna happen. I wish they made a scary movie that broke all the rules.
Scream.
Scream.
There's
doesn't-
one coming out.
The newest
Like,
Scream.
but that's more for comedy. I think it's like comedy.
Nah, I think one thing about Scream that they mentioned in the most recent one, it was they even said where they went past the trilogy now to now where like everything has to be brand new. Like you can't just do the old rules of like horror movies. Like,
But that's why like psychological thrillers. It's still like,
Yeah,
like you know like Smile.
bro, yeah, I love.
So, Smile was amazing movie.
I have to actually give
Like
that
it
a
was.
watch.
You haven't watched it?
I haven't
I've
watched
never
that
seen
one.
it.
No.
It just came out. It's a new horror movie.
I don't like horror movies.
It's a psychological movie.
I get into horror
like
movies a lot around October personally.
It's
That's when
like-
I'll sit there and watch shit.
It's a very deep movie. Like, if you look below the surface, you see what they're going after. It's not just some like. You gotta watch it, and then y'all let me know.
Interesting.
Nah, bro, you gotta explain it to the viewers. That was a little bit.
I don't want to take too
That's the
much.
best explanation.
Basically,
by the time
you guys
this-
want to hear what
Yeah, bro.
Bro, by the time
I'm not
this
gonna watch
drops,
it, though.
it'll be.
So basically, it's about suicide, facing your demons and trying to heal them, and acknowledging like, you know, it's okay to have something wrong with me, but I need to address it for it to go away. And if you don't, like, your inner demons are just gonna take over you, and you're gonna fall into depression and end up in suicide.
Oh, that's deeper meaning.
That's
Yeah,
depression.
Yeah, it's about depression and
Yeah.
suicide.
But in horror film.
Life is already
Yeah.
depressing, so I try to. My escape.
You said it was depressing.
Life is already depressing, so like my escape is to find something less depressing to watch, which is why, if y'all want, we could probably get into it now. Like I watch anime so much because it's very, very positive and encouraging. At least the ones that I watch.
I really wish like our how do you say like that's their culture. I wish our culture took on a lot of those things that they use in the shows, like
Principles.
Ideologies
yes,
and
and
principles.
use it into the show, into American
life.
shows. Like it's all this dumb shit.
They do, but in cheesy ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
That's the one thing I always tell people when they're like, I don't like anime. And I'm like, do you watch regular cartoons? I'm like, one is mindless violence. The other is directed violence, like where there's an actual plot going on and a reason why they're fighting. They're not just bashing each other's heads in with a hammer, like for fun or some dumb shit, you know?
Yeah, like in Invincible, that was just pure evil, and of course that was something Americanized, like an Americanized comic book.
Yeah. Kirk.
But
Yeah,
that's why
Robert Kirk was a-
Avatar flew off so much, because they took like all of those ideologies and they Americanized it a little
Wait,
bit.
that was an American show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was the only that's the only cartoon that they ever did stuff like that with.
I ain't gonna lie, Avatar was elite.
Yeah.
I used to be home. I remember when that fucking episode of The Library, and it was like an hour long, came out, and I was just ran to the basement to go watch that show. Like that shit. Bro, Avatar: The Last Airbender changed my life, nigga.
Yeah,
I really tried to sit there and bend the elements. I was really trying
I
to
would do
figure
that
out
with
what was
water.
my element.
You guys know Avatar's making a comeback, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's gonna be
Next year?
different characters though. They're going to make a movie with the original cast as older people,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the show is coming out with two I think they're twins
They're gonna do
earthbenders.
It's gonna be
Earth,
two
yeah.
earthbending
Yeah.
twins, which means obviously Korra's dead, which is crazy.
You think so?
Nah, she's not
probably
old.
got
For there to be a new Avatar,
Then
there
she's
would
gonna be
have to.
old.
For there to be a new Avatar,
Oh, you're right.
the
Yeah,
Avatar must die.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
I don't remember because Aang was alive when
No,
Korra
he was
alive.
not.
No, it was his son.
She was looking back on his memories. He died before him.
Damn.
Aang actually died, believe it or not, like really young. Like not young, but like he died in like his 60s or 70s, if I'm not mistaken. Because if you really think about it, well, not when you really think about it, but like Aang was frozen for over 100 years. So as he got older, the effects of the iceberg actually like came down on him twice as hard.
Makes sense.
So he ended up dying early in his
Really?
life. And that's why Korra ended up, coming to
I
light.
never heard that before.
Yeah.
What's your favorite bending though?
My favorite bending. If I could be any bender, definitely be an airbender.
Airbender?
Probably Earth.
I think
Earth or
me
water?
for me would be water. No,
Yeah.
I think my favorite thing that had that
Blood
did with water
bending, right?
was the blood bending.
Yeah,
that
I know.
shit was that episode with the old lady with the witch.
That shit was probably the most dopest episode,
Yes.
Yo,
wicked,
for real.
darkest
Yes.
episode of
I think-
Avatar.
Yeah.
I think airbending would be the most elite though. They went through so much. They've shown like from regular Aang just showing his evasiveness to like the little fun skills he could do to like when they went to the Legend of Korra showing Zahir literally suck the air
Yeah.
out of somebody's like wrap the air out of somebody's lungs
Uh-huh.
like out of their head was crazy as well.
That was season 3, right?
I believe so, yeah.
That's the guy the guy who didn't have anything.
Yeah, that was when after Korra changed the after Korra opened back up the gate to the spirit world, it created benders again. It restarted the cycle. So new airbenders were emerging, and Zahir
That
was in a prison.
season was elite.
Yeah,
that
he
season was elite.
nasty. Literally, like I said, Zahir took the air out of the fucking Earth Queen's face. Like she sucked that shit out of her mouth. Like, it was lit. And then he jumped off the cliff and was like, I have no attachments. And then he flew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
that
it's fire.
nigga gets 2 swords to his eyes. He's not being tough.
I mean,
And
maybe.
niggas can't metal bend. You feel me? Like,
No, but
Nice.
you know,
Yeah, you're left
okay.
for
So
that
this is one
sand
thing.
bending.
This is one thing that
Yeah,
like I
it's
hate shows
two-dimensional.
do. Okay, so you know, okay, I'm gonna bring One Piece and Avatar. So you know, pre time skip, there was very few people that had hockey. Then after time skip, everybody had hockey. It was just like, you know, like it was nice to know like when few people had it, like, you know, like
They're stronger.
it took a lot for you to have that skill. And then in Avatar, it was very few people could do like lightning, very few people could do metal bending, no blood bending, and then
in Korra,
In
it was
Korra-
like a whole civilization.
yes, everybody could metal bend, everybody could do
Well,
lightning.
Toph opened a school for that. There were comics.
Yeah.
There's
But it's
actually
just like-
comics out that show her opening the school, her Toph Beifong School of Bending.
But it's nice that like, you know, like
The
people
OGs just had
like,
it.
yeah, like
They
it
originated.
took a lot of strength to do it, and it became regular. That was what's up. I was
But
like,
that's really
damn.
what it is, though.
That's what was exciting when people did it.
But Korra got interesting as fuck though because they went into like the original Avatar
Yo.
and like that story was actually really dope.
Avatar
later on,
1?
or was it done?
Avatar 1 is my favorite
Yeah,
Avatar. That's
he
the
actually
first
they
Avatar.
actually went into the actual original Avatar.
This is in the same season I'm telling you that she opened up the portal to the spirit world and the human world again.
This took
that
how
was
much years ago?
when they made
Okay.
the anti-Avatar. She ended up seeing the story of Avatar 1 and who he went against and how he pretty much sealed the darkness and
I'm
became
gonna have to rewatch it. It's
infused
been
with
a
the
long
light spirit.
time.
Yeah, Avatar 1 is the shit, bro. They should have made a show for him.
He was dope.
I'm pretty sure that
He was like
are they
Goldie
not creating
Roger.
something? Or they're not doing a prequel?
No, so it was the same as what Ape was saying that now that Avatar Studios is back, pretty much they're gonna be creating the them as adults again, and then they're also gonna create solo, I think, a Zuko film, and then if I'm not mistaken, maybe one Avatar Kyoshi movie, but that's as far as I know what I've seen.
I feel like it's too late.
For Avatar to come back, hell
Because
no.
that's strong fan service because that's only gonna cater to the people who
No,
grew
like
up on
that.
it.
I mean-
the kids are gonna gravitate towards it, but they're not gonna fully appreciate it the way.
Not really. Nah, you gotta remember when Avatar dropped to Netflix, it hit #1 for like a while. Mad people fell in love with Avatar, and that's why the show blew up again and had the light that it had after years of it being up, which is why Avatar Studios came back. You feel me? Well, why they even created Avatar Studios, because Netflix showed so much love, and then Netflix tried to make a deal with them to make a live action, and then once
Live
they're
action was trash.
once they're no,
God, I
no,
hope they
you're
don't
talking
ever
about
do that shit
the
again.
original
Yeah.
movie. But yeah, the two writers of Avatar, they actually were talking to the directors of the directors of Netflix, and they were going to create a show. And then, if I'm not mistaken, they just ended up having different visions, and they ended up leaving. So Netflix has a version of Avatar that they can create, but they wouldn't be able to use like any of our old story.
yeah.
But we have the original writers now who have Avatar Studios who are going to make their own shit because they're like, we can't deal with y'all.
Okay. Well, Netflix actually saved the Manifest too for that. You know, like it was so poppin'.
never
Manifest
watched
is fire,
Manifest.
son.
You never watched Manifest?
It's all connected.
I already finished.
It was good. You finished it? I'm
Yeah.
on season 4 still.
That shit was
But
amazing.
it was canceled, and then people were
Pissed.
because they left it off at like, what was it?
I don't know. I caught it after all that shit happened.
So it was like a plane disappeared and then reappeared, and the
Yeah.
guy came back to life, and they left it
Barely.
like that, and then they canceled it.
Damn.
So, but Netflix fought to have the rights still, and they brought it back, and they finished it.
I fell off on
Yeah,
that
that shit
show
was deep.
before Netflix only because it felt too TV showy. Like when it was on when it was broadcasting, I feel like on national TV they did more of a cater service, like where like shows are like, all right, this episode has this problem, we're gonna solve this problem, then the next episode leads to this problem, we're gonna solve this problem, and I was just like, I can't deal with this TV shit. And then Netflix came and rewrote it, same as they did with Lucifer, and I just haven't been able to look into both.
Lucifer's a great show too.
Yeah,
You watched
I like I said, I've heard of it, but I just
I
never watched it.
No, that's a good ass show. I ain't gonna lie.
Netflix, I heard, really saved it when they made a comeback.
I didn't even finish it. It's like that's what I'm saying. Like I was telling you earlier, like I binge it, and then I get burnt out, and then I just don't finish it.
Yeah.
I do that with a lot of shows.
Nah, I gotta start, finish it. What's next? Start, finish. What's next?
It'd be hard because there'd be
binge.
so many things. Like I'm having like 10 people tell me 10 different things to watch on what anime to watch.
I
next.
did that for Dexter, bro. Like,
Oh, Dexter too.
I
once
never
I
watched the
started
last season of Dexter.
I didn't either.
it's not worth it.
I watched it a couple times with you, but yeah, you told me you were pissed at the end, so I was like, fuck it.
Not
Right.
pissed. It's just like I preferred the other ending. To be honest.
The only reason it came back is because it was so popular on
Fan
Netflix.
service,
It was so
exactly.
popular on
Yeah,
Netflix.
it was such a great show until
It came back
literally the last
literally
episode.
when we was in college. I think it came back like 2018, I think, or 2017,
No,
2018.
bro, this shit just came out like last year. Or the year
No.
before.
It was like the eighth or ninth season when right after he went into the water.
Mm-hmm.
There was a scene.
Damn, it was still going then? I finished it.
So that after he went into the tornado to kill himself,
Yeah.
that's when it ended.
Yeah.
That's when the show ended. Then
That was in college, it finished?
No, it finished a couple years before that, but that's when I watched it.
Um,
And then like the following year, they announced that it was coming back.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah, nah, because
And the same thing I think happened with Prison Break.
I just finished watched that. That was good.
You finished it?
Yeah, it was
Wow. I stopped when they made. I never watched the comeback. I fell off.
I didn't watch the comeback either because
Yeah, I
it was,
just
it was
watched
I think it was
It took
fan
too
service. I
fucking
think it was
long.
fan service too.
Yeah, it was fan service, and it just took too fucking long. I was like, where the fuck isn't Lincoln in the show? Like,
good. Nah, it's there. That shit is fire.
The
Last season, it's about Michael. He's still alive.
But yeah, that's what I heard. He's
The
still
brother,
alive,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The genius.
See, I didn't give a fuck about the brother.
Not what? He was the most important one.
Oh no, I think I was talking about his big brother. Not-
Lincoln.
I thought they
yeah,
brought
they're
it
on
to
DC,
a crazy
right?
thing. They
What
like,
about Lincoln? You said?
Him and Michael, they play super villains on
Oh, you're right.
the Legends of Tomorrow, the
Yeah.
DC show.
They were in the Flash, like all that shit.
They are in the Flash as well. They're pretty funny. One is a cold guy, and then the other one's a fire guy.
Wait, wasn't I think I've seen like it was on CW.
Well, yeah, but I'll be watching them on Netflix. When
No,
they
I think this
come.
was years ago. I think this was years ago when I used to watch Vampire. Was it around the same time as Vampire Diaries? It might have been, but I would see. I think Michael was a cold guy.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
I love those two. As like, I wonder if they're really related. They just go so well together, like side by side. But my favorite DC show is two of them. It's The Flash and it's Arrow. For sure.
Arrow?
Yeah, Arrow.
Did they
Like
finally just finish
CW-wise,
that? Did
huh?
they just finally finish that?
I watched
Arrow?
the Flash.
Yeah.
That was a couple years ago.
couple
It's
years
been
ago.
like 3-4 years already.
The last season of the Flash just ended, right?
Yeah, and I just finished it. It was alright. They could have ended that probably it's season 9 now. They
Like-
probably could have ended like season 6.
Back when they met
respectfully.
his daughter, and then yeah.
No, they could have ended that even before that. I feel
Before
like they were
Nora?
just dragging. I'm really over the universe thing.
Yeah, a lot of multiverse.
This multiverse shit it's like
taking over.
yeah, and then they're doing it now for like TV shows now, or like now they're trying to all have their own TV show, and then they meet up and for one like. Even Tyler Perry's doing this shit now. It's just like, damn. Like,
Yeah, it's,
I don't.
it's
It's just
opened up so
annoying.
many doors because it's like endless. Like
My friend,
Possibilities. Like,
yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your possibilities, nigga. Talk about the reality that we're in right
Marvel
here.
What If did perfect for it. Just
Niggas love
actually
to
giving
dream,
us a
bro.
show that showed legitimate other universe shit. Like they paved the way with that for what was going on in Marvel though. If you pay attention to like Marvel What Ifs, it's crazy, yo.
I'm just
Fuck
glad,
Marvel.
I'm just glad anime has
Shonen Jump over Marvel any day, respectfully.
I
Shonen
agree.
Jump versus Marvel. Every single Shonen Jump character versus every single Marvel character. I swear to God, Shonen Jump
That has been, like,
will
the debate
destroy
for the
these niggas.
longest.
Shonen versus Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know about that because I
Maybe-
really think
I don't know.
Goku, Luffy,
Spider-Man might put in the work as
Ichigo,
much as he wants.
Bro, he keeps gassing Spider-Man up. Like
I'm just
he's
saying,
like,
Spider-Man
he's my
legitimately
favorite
has
superhero,
super
and I'm
strength.
telling you right now, he's not beating nobody on my leg.
When Luffy, I heard a lot of different things about Luffy Gear 5.
Yo,
he's
Gear
literally
five.
I heard that like
he's a god, bro.
it's like his imagination, like it's to what he wants it to be. Like
Exactly.
the only reason that he's rubber because that's all he thinks that his power leads to.
Exactly.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
it's exactly what it is.
Yeah, isn't it the Gomu Gomu fruit? They only named it that because they wanted people to not know that the Nika Nika fruit was still around, pretty much. Yo, Ape would know way more. He read through the manga just a bit
I
to
only
get
know
like
certain.
through.
I'm caught up.
You could spoil it all because I already know a lot of stuff. I already know Emu was the shadow, and when they were going to Zoe.
I'm gonna be honest with you right now.
July 29th.
Y'all niggas is late. Fuck all this Wano shit because this shit don't even matter. Yo, I know this is all the anime.
time is dropped.
Is it cool?
Luffy fight Lucci again?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and
Then he gets his
fights-
ass work?
No,
No?
Lucci gets fucked up.
Luffy's gear 5
Luffy's gear
active by
5 is
then,
it's
like-
too much for anybody right now. They haven't showed anybody like it's too much right now.
You think
He
Blackbeard's
doesn't
gonna
even
handle
know what it is. Nah, right now it's there when like the what's caught up. They're setting up for the final bad guy.
They're saying
It's
that
Emu, right? Where
they're saying
it's-
Blackbeard is the
Emu, yeah.
first one they fight. Then it's Akianu,
I doubt that.
and then after that is the final Navy fight that Whitebeard said after the One Piece is found, and then it'll be the fight against Emu or some shit like that.
Nah, man, you got it all wrong.
Isn't it
that's-
Zebit or something like that, right?
The war has already started. Luffy already, his dumbass crew already started the war on Egghead. These niggas, they literally
Oh, I
started
heard.
it by
I
accident.
heard it's wild. Like
You know why?
They said it's peak. Like right, that arc right now is peak. The Egghead. What is it?
Egghead Island.
Yeah, they said it's
Yeah.
peak right now.
Bro, this shit's going crazy.
They said it's
man.
top 3 arcs.
Well, it just started, but yeah, but I wouldn't say that right now. It just started. I don't like certain things. They got certain things called like the Seraphim, which is kind of like younger versions of the warlords that they created, like with technology type shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they got like a young Lunarian, they got a young Jinbei, they got like these
kind of
young-
like the pacifists.
yeah
Okay.
yeah, but they're like this. They're the same powers of like all the
warlords.
Lunarians, which is King's bloodline from Kaido's right hand, which is a little bit crazy.
King?
So they're fighting these niggas versus the Navy versus all trying to the government is trying to kill Vegapunk because he knows too much. And
A lot of shit.
Oh, he's still alive?
yeah, and so Luffy has to try to save Vegapunk, and they lost Vegapunk, and then like
But
there's a
is
whole
he-
fight right now in 3 different areas. Sabo just explained what happened when they just blew up Lelouch. They just kidnapped the Queen of Alabasta. Like
Vivi?
nigga, Shanks just got fucking like just violated fucking kid. There's a lot going on right now. There's just a lot going on.
Wait, is Vegapunk? I don't know if I'm getting confused. I know there was 2 creators. Who's the one that Caesar was working with in Punk Hazard?
It wasn't Vegapunk.
Who was the other guy? I forgot his name.
I don't know.
I don't
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
I don't remember.
Yeah, wasn't it like didn't like Shanks didn't he? What the fuck did Shanks do to Kid, bro?
Kid, alright, so after Wano, right? Luffy, Kid, and Troph, they was like, where are we all going? And they all said west or east. They all said the same direction, but they all went 3 different directions of west. So one went the far right, one went to the middle, one went to the left. So Trav and with his path ended up leading to Blackbeard. Kid ended up leading into Shanks's crew, even though, which is kind of weird because Shanks was already at Wano after Wano ended, so he didn't have to go that far.
Just turned around.
Yeah,
said-
and then Egghead is where the Straw Hat
and them
crew
went, yeah.
went. So that's where Vegapunk is. So Law and Blackbeard, they got into a fight. Law gets basically fucked up. Blackbeard kidnaps Kobe, and then the fucking Luffy's grandpa comes, and then Captain Garp and comes, and now they're fighting like one. They're about to have a 1v1. They just had a
God
clash.
damn.
Yeah, and then
I was about to ask you how y'all feel about Blackbeard and how he got 2 devil fruits.
that shit is I don't care. Because Luffy has 2 devil fruits. Nigga,
Yeah, at
what's
this
up?
point, like, got all of them.
Nigga got all the
They're
good
saying
devil
that he's
fruits.
gonna get a 3rd.
Well, he's probably gonna get more than that.
No, I'm saying Blackbeard's about to get a 3rd.
Yeah, because the guns on his waist signifies the amount of devil fruits he's supposed to get. So one of the ones that he wants to get
I heard he has like a split
is
personality.
Trav. He's
has,
trying to
like-
get
he has,
Trav's devil fruit right now.
Yeah,
That's
it'd be
what-
crazy with that.
So-
If he get
Teleport anywhere, create earthquakes as well as spread darkness would be wild.
Yeah,
They
so
say
he
he
can't
got
right
3
now. I
personalities.
think he lost the battle, but I think I don't
Law
remember what
got out,
happened.
right?
I think Law.
Pretty sure.
I should probably call him Law. It's a lot easier to say than Trav. Law, I think he probably did get away, but bro, the way Kid popped off on Shanks sitting there just minding his business. You don't even, you have to get through like hundreds of like fleet people to like even go get to Shanks type shit. Like there's too many people in his way. So
Yeah.
Shanks, I mean, Kid is gearing up for this big ass blast that's basically about to violate all of Shanks' people, and Shanks with his Conqueror's hockey sees everything. So before everything happens, he's like, "Yo, just chill, guys. Hold on, I'll be back." Bro, this nigga pulls out his sword and just from like miles away and just one shots Kid and his entire fleet. Like they like broke their ship, everything. Like everything about Kid. Kid is done.
He had observation.
He can't go to the Grand Line anymore. Like he has to start all the way over. Like
Ships destroyed.
yeah,
Crews
he's done.
over.
Like he really violated Kid. Like with one shot, he saw him as a threat because that shit that
He had
Kid
observation
was about to
hockey,
do
right?
was gonna basically violate everything, and he was like, "Nah, we're not doing that." Came through his Conqueror's hockey. It's top level because at Wano, he's fucking like thousands of miles away in the ship, away from the island, right? There's a nigga named Green Bull who was at the Mars World thing when that shit blew up or whatever. He's on Wano. Green Bull just literally one shots King and Queen.
Oh my god.
Like who
Who
Zoro
already lost?
yeah,
they
who
already
Zoro
lost
and
once,
Luffy literally just Zoro and Sanji who just struggled to like fight. He comes and just one shots them. They were already healed.
though. Struggled?
Huh?
Struggled or
This is
had
after-
character
this is
development?
after-
Nah, they both struggled.
This is after I know people were saying that was like the greatest the Zoro versus King fight. So it was after that.
Yeah, this is the ending of Wano. So
Yeah, he's talking about
at
what's in
the
the
end
manga
of
currently.
Wano, everything is done. Nigga, Shanks is like mad far. Everybody's celebrating. Green Bull just got on Wano, fucking everybody up. I think he's a part of the Navy, if I'm not mistaken. Then guess what happens, bro? He sees him as a threat. Momonosuke is a giant fucking dragon, and Momonosuke actually does a Kaido blast. Like a
He
real,
figures it out.
he knows how to blast on like Kaido now. He figures it out towards the end, which is like fire. But then Green Bull is still a threat. So this nigga Shanks uses Conqueror's hockey specifically on Green Bull from the boat and completely has this nigga on his knees like
Immobilized.
yeah, he can selectively choose his Conqueror's hockey towards one person from anywhere.
Isn't
which
that
is
what his
crazy.
ability is?
Well,
He doesn't have a devil fruit, but
a
he
devil
can
fruit.
concentrate his hockey into like one thing.
He's just an experienced hockey person. It's not like a
guess that makes
concentration
sense. He's
or power.
just trained, yeah.
He's just really good with hockey. Like what's his name was Roger.
Yeah, I heard he can literally, like I said, he can control it and put it into literally just one thing. Like the way you said, like he literally targeted Green Bull only, like he can do that like with weapons, like anything, like manifest it into one thing.
Nah, it's only he can only do that with hockey.
Yo, Shanks is
the
OP,
fuck?
yo. Well, that's what I meant. Like he infused it. If he's infusing like his sword to hit, like all of his hockey energy.
Nah, it can't
like,
be.
will in
It
there.
can't be at a distance. Like his Conqueror's hockey is what can be like at a distance, which is crazy because no other anime person has shown that yet to do that. They just showed Imusama actually kill King Cobra.
Oh man,
Wait,
The Queen of
I thought
Lily?
they still thought he's still a silhouette.
Huh?
He's not a silhouette.
emo.
Nah.
Because I was always seeing like I follow a bunch of One Piece stuff and they were saying like
Since the hat.
he's
He
still
is a silhouette, but the reason is that they were having a meeting that Sabo was like that everybody thought that Sabo killed King Cobra, but he actually was listening into the conversation with the five what are they called?
I know you're talking about the five old guys.
Yeah, those old motherfuckers and Emu. That he was listening into their conversation and they were explaining the meaning of D and everything. So
shit.
they heard what happened and basically it was Queen Lily's fault. Her name is not Queen Lily, it's Neftari D Lily. So she actually has a D in her name. She's actually part of like the original. Damn, I'm at.
Mad shit from One
I
Piece,
actually
man.
know mad shit about One Piece.
Nah, for
mad
serious,
shit.
nigga.
There's
That's
a
what
lot
niggas know.
of information.
She actually is from the original 20, which is like the original 20 either people or countries that created from like the 800 years ago, like from the
Wait.
4th century. She's from
Wait.
the 4th century.
How?
Emu For some reason, Emu just said some shit about how he's angry that people are. They're basically the poneglyphs, like all these hints that's being passed down. Like it was never supposed to happen. Like the road to go, like all the treasures wherever he's from. It was an accident. It wasn't intentional for all that to lead to like where
The Great Pirate Era.
yeah. What ended up happening was 800 years ago, Queen Lily left a map or some shit to like happen. So her family line has a selective certain type of amount of men on her side where they actually got away from the 20 and away from the government or some shit like that. I'm sorry guys, this is not like all together because I literally just read it.
Nah, it's dope, bro. This is literally
There's a lot of shit going on in One Piece right now.
The craziest thing about all this is literally the mind of one man. Like he literally sat there and just created all of this shit.
I feel bad for
Oda-
him. He don't
Oda-
sleep.
Nah, there's a 1 month pause on the
Yeah,
manga.
they're taking
He
a break
doesn't
on the
know.
manga. It's gonna.
But he don't sleep. Like he I think he sleeps like 3-4 hours.
You know, he sees his family once a week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Every
He sees
Sunday.
them.
Same for the writers of like Attack on Titan, like mad animes. Like people
Yeah, but
go
we can't
hard
compare
being
none of that
graphic
to
design.
what Oda's
Nah,
doing.
Oda's literally
Oda's
like
a goat,
it's an entire universe with thousands of characters that all have different backstories, literal like different like challenges. There's politics, slavery, trading, kidnapping, pirating, like oceanic stuff. Like this show is like massive.
Drugging children.
Literally, this crazy ass
This is
show.
wild.
Alright, let's get into it, man. Who's your favorite One Piece characters? Top 3, not Luffy. Because that's
It's OP.
That's hard.
My top 3.
we can't choose Luffy though.
Yeah, of course. My top 3 One Piece characters, I think, would have to be Ace, Zoro,
Ace, wow.
and Jinbei.
I'm guessing in Naruto, your favorite character is Itachi too, isn't it?
I actually really love Itachi. Yeah,
I love,
but you have to look. Well, Ace. I love Ace because Ace was actually really dope and like this nigga was OP. We didn't really get to see him go off.
How was he OP then? Because we didn't,
Because-
like you just said it, we didn't even get to see him
Because-
fight that much.
Because
His
the OP
devil
thing,
fruit
the
is
OP
OP.
thing about Ace is that he had the chance to see the One Piece and decided he didn't want to do it unless he was gonna do it himself. He
I mean, I
literally
like his
made it to the island
Personality,
before.
but
He made it to the island beforehand. He was on the original boat with Roger and
that's his father.
exactly. He was on the boat with Roger and Odin and Buggy and all of them that are there nowadays and like were a part of like massive stories. Like he met Yamato. He met all the people
He
that
wasn't
Luffy-
with Odin.
He met all the people that. No, he
No,
was.
that was Shanks when it was younger.
Oh, you're right. I am
wait,
thinking
wait.
Shanks. I am
Yeah,
thinking
wait.
Shanks. Yeah, that was a good. Thank you for that.
I'm on it.
I appreciate it. But yeah, like
Oh,
Ace.
my fault. You felt left out, brother.
Nah.
But Ace went through a lot, and then on top of that, he loved his brother, and his dream was always to see Luffy's dreams come true, and that's my fucking dream. I want to see Luffy's dreams come true. And then for Itachi's story is the saddest fucking story of all. This nigga literally
all
killed
fucked.
everyone in his entire clan and only sacrificed his brother because he loved him. And the reason he's killed everyone in his clan was to make sure that they didn't throw a coup on everyone in the village and start an entire war between the Hashiras and the
Hashiras.
I mean, what were their names? It was Hashiramas, right? Hashiramas.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the first Hokage's bloodline, the Hashiramas, and they didn't want to mess up and have the people with the Sharingan in a war. So Itachi went against his family and went and dealt with it for the third and killed everyone and then said, please let me just keep my brother alive. And kept his brother alive so his brother could kill him one day and become the strongest fucking character that can be.
I forgot, like,
That's a sad story.
I forgot why. Wait, why did they want to kill? Why did he come? I remember they were showing that like in episode like 400, but I seen that like 9 years ago.
What the fuck are their last names? Oh, what the fuck is it? The Uchiha. Yeah, so the Uchiha clan pretty much was planning to throw a coup on the Hidden Leaf Village.
What is that?
A coup is when like you just pretty much like you take over like a sneak attack. A sneak attack. They were planning to have a sneak attack, and the third and
Basically, a
Danzo's
revolution.
Ambu agents actually overheard it, and they told the third, and then they were planning on starting a war.
Yeah, I
And
should have
it's-
never mentioned Itachi.
and instead, Itachi was such a loyal ass Ambu agent growing up that when they told him about it, he said, let me just kill everyone in my village. And then from there, Like, I'll spare my brother, kill everyone in the village. He even spoke to his mother and father right before, and they told him they were proud of him for being loyal to the village, and then became a rogue ninja just to keep face about all of it and keep it a secret that organized it with the Hokage to kill his entire clan. But yeah,
Wow.
that is a good reason why I like Itachi.
It was wild.
Nigga, what are your other two?
I already said them.
No, you
I
didn't.
said, yeah, dude. I said,
You said Ace, and that's it. And then you went on an Itachi rant.
no, I promise I said both. When you look back, you see, but I did. I said Ace, I said Zoro, and then my
Oh, you
third,
did say Zoro. What was the
Exactly.
third one?
and then
Jinbei.
my
Jinbei.
third was. See, now I don't remember my
You said
third.
Jinbei.
Yeah, it was Jinbei.
You said Jinbei?
Yes, Jinbei was my favorite as well because he's a really good anchor.
Alright, so why those two characters?
Zoro, I think it has to do with loyalty for me for that. Zoro is definitely someone that is someone who helps keep Luffy's head on track. Where like there's a lot of instances like when Usopp was leaving and Luffy wanted to cry. And he told him, "You better not fucking cry as my captain. I better not see that shit. You don't ever fade like
That was the
you
first-
don't ever
that was the
hold your
first
head
thought.
down." And exactly
That
when
came to my head.
Usopp was talking shit, he was the first one to tell that nigga, "Good riddance, then. Bye. That's our
Yeah.
captain. Show some fucking respect."
You're right. He definitely makes sure the principles are held down like
Exactly.
for everybody. Like I like that.
And then Jinbei also when Luffy lost Ace, one of the biggest quotes I always tell people when someone like I know deals with death or like anything like hard is, I know it's hard to think about what you lost, but think about what you still have. And that was something he told Luffy when Luffy lost his brother
like,
right in front of him. He was like,
Friends.
I still have my friends. Like exactly.
After
So-
that, he ain't seen him for 2 years.
And
but-
I love, yeah, exactly. And I love how Jinbei, no matter what, was always loyal. He told him eventually, bro, I'll join your crew. I got other shit. He dropped his whole Sun Pirates crew to join Luffy
And he
in his
almost got
quest
killed.
because he believes in him.
And he
Yeah,
was
that shit
killed
was dope.
doing that. What should you? Big Mom took
Yeah, Big Mom
part
was
of his
about to
life.
murk his
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, but it didn't work on him, right? Because he wasn't afraid.
He wasn't scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What
those
about
are my
you?
top three.
Mine gotta be Nico Robin.
Oh, my baby.
Okay.
Nico Robin.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't choose a female.
She
That's
once she fire.
She's smart as hell too.
She OP,
She's smart.
bro.
She's mad smart, and it's just she has a crazy backstory. She
Mm-hmm.
was
Yeah,
she's
she
the
does.
only person left that could read the poneglyphs, that could read that language. She watched her whole island just dissipate from the Buster Call,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
Survived.
and survived.
Saw
And
her
she
friend and
watched
her
the
mom
whole
died.
huh?
I think she saw her mom die too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or
And
get
then
captured.
her best friend, the giant,
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, her
that
mom
shit
was
was
like
crazy.
pretending not to be her mom or some shit when her mom was leaving, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't remember.
That was a really sad story.
Also, during the 2 years when she was away, she was also being like raped and used as like a sex slave, which is crazy.
oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah,
this
yeah.
man swears this happened.
Yeah, this shit's crazy. Guys, look it up. I'm telling you.
I know you're
It's
talking
not
about
in
she
a
was held,
hentai,
when she
bro.
was held captive for the.
She was held captive and she was like using her powers to basically suck dick and be a
Bro,
slave.
this is not happening.
I don't
That shit
believe
was
that.
crazy.
Saw this in a
I don't
hentai.
believe
I said you guys the
I
actual
know,
chapters.
I know,
I'm
boy. Hancock was doing that.
Yeah, just
No,
gonna
I'm
Hancock.
telling you
But
right
hold
now.
on, hold on.
She was real.
Robin?
Yeah, Robin.
Robin, and then that whole like Water 7. She didn't want to. She did that.
She
They
wanted
were-
to live.
Yeah, and she didn't want him to say them, and she finally accepted
I
it.
wanna
Like, you
live.
know,
Was
these are my
Water
friends.
7 with Lucci or with
Yes.
Yeah.
all right, not the same guy. All right.
That was their first fight. Crocodile was Alabasta.
Alabasta.
Which one was first?
Crocodile.
Crocodile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great fight.
But what was your second One Piece?
Character.
Character.
I'm agree with Zoro.
Wow.
Zoro,
We got some
especially
Zoro fans in here.
yeah, especially after Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark was trash. I ain't gonna lie. Thriller Bark was
What?
trash.
When he turned into zombie Luffy?
When he pushed the
That
zombie
shit was
back
hard.
in the ground.
That shit was ass. It was dragging.
What? And Zoro had
bro.
one of the best fights
It was
in the
dope.
whole.
It was-
They made
was-
the
it
human,
was just-
the
it was
human
just-
robot machine.
It was just I wasn't feeling the zombies and all that shit.
I don't like zombies
And
either.
Gekko Moria, oh my god.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
And then
I don't like that nigga either.
and then like he was like Sanji was running up to him, he was like, what happened? He's covered in blood. He's like, nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Was the
That shit was
craziest
fire.
thing ever.
That episode is top 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that shit
sorry.
was deep.
And who's your third One Piece character?
I ain't gonna lie, it's Buggy.
Buggy.
I like that.
Buggy be having me crying.
Nah,
In the
he's
manga right
Hercules.
now, he's going
Like,
crazy.
huh?
He's going crazy in the manga.
I heard.
Guess who's at his side right now in his pirate crew?
Who?
The nigga that Zoro has to fight, the strongest
Blackhawk?
Mihawk?
Mihawk and Crocodile.
You're right, they are in a
the
crew
fuck?
together.
He just inspired both of them to
Wait,
go
who?
after One Piece. So now
Wait, who inspired who?
Buggy's the
inspired
captain
them.
of these niggas.
He inspired Mihawk?
And Crocodile to go
How?
after the
Find the
One Piece.
How?
Yo, this nigga has the
It's
inspiration.
just so
Buggy
funny.
is lit.
Like I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like he carries the show. Like
What?
like,
When he's
how-
around, when he's
Yes.
Yeah,
around.
when he's around, like
Yeah,
when he's,
I
like-
love that nigga.
I mean,
Like
Even in the movie, seeing Buggy's really dope because when you look at his background characters, you'll notice how they're all like just in awe of him because he just keeps them safe. But in reality, it'll be the most dumb luck shit
Yeah.
that happens.
yeah,
to
that's what I'm
Buggy,
saying. Like
man.
he became the warlord, then he became an emperor.
yeah,
He's
He's emperor, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's Hercule
And
of
then
the One Piece
during
universe.
the marine for the war.
Yo, he was too
I'm
funny.
He had me. I was legit crying.
Yeah.
Like I was dying.
Him and the other guy, Boa, I think his name,
Wait, who?
the one who died, that helped Luffy get away.
Bon Clay.
Bon Clay, yeah,
Bon
that
Clay.
guy.
This nigga around, yo. Help Ace
yeah.
get free.
Yeah, Bon Clay was his
Yeah.
name. Yeah, that shit was fire.
It was.
That whole Marine Force shit from when he got locked up. Once he found out Ace was in trouble, all the
was
way
a wrap.
until the end, that shit was like, what the fuck?
Impel Down was great.
was
It was
crazy.
good. It was very good.
So who's
And-
your top 3 One Piece characters?
Mine would have to be Odin for number one. Aside
That was
from
dope.
Luffy.
That was a
I don't-
good.
I'm
That whole
surprised.
backstory was fire.
Yeah, I don't know why none of y'all said Odin because that
I
shit.
completely went on my head.
Because that's only sat through Odin for like maybe 20 episodes of the show. I sat
Wano?
through the rest of them forever.
Wano, bro, when it made Wano for me. It made Wano make sense. It made the whole One Piece like background story make sense. Like I love learning. For some reason, the older I get, the more I like history. So he was like a very historical character. And to find out that his father, oh man, it stopped recording. And to find out that his father, wow, 125, that's not bad. That his father is still alive was like, wow, all right. And bro, he went against Kaido. I mean, not Kaido. Yeah, he did go against Kaido, and he was gonna win until he got distracted. Then he went against Whitebeard. Nigga went against Goldie Roger like head on. He didn't stand a chance against none of these motherfuckers except Kaido, but still, he held a lot down. He just had the will to want to do what he wants.
I mean,
which is
that
why I
man
like
held
it.
onto a chain in the ocean for like a week straight.
Yeah.
Just to get on top of, just to join Whitebeard's like crew.
He held his whole samurai crew in boiling fucking
Above him on a stone tablet
for an hour, and then
in
threw them
boiling
niggas.
water before he died to save their lives.
That shit was crazy. Yeah, I
I feel
love
like the
Odin.
whole Wano arc was just fire from. For me, it was fire from the beginning. The whole arc was everything was like, bam, 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 bam.
Like when I binge it, I can tell this arc is gonna be the greatest shit ever.
For
It's
real.
just that I'm watching it weekly. I fall off here and there like, oh, this is whack, this is whack. But really, this show's been intense as fuck for the past 2 years. Nigga. Like this shit is crazy.
Odin wouldn't be Odin if it wasn't boiled.
Yeah. So for number 2, this is where it gets a little tricky for me because I want to say a female as well, but it's probably Nami for me though. Not Robin. The reason why is because of her character development. She really did not want to be a part of that crew at all. And not until that Arlong arc, which is one of my favorite arcs, probably top 2 or 3 for me.
That's what sucked me in.
And yeah, and she was just like stabbing herself in the fucking arm like over and over and over. And I was like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
He's bleeding all over the floor.
Crazy
Luffy
scene.
stops and then just puts the hat on. Nigga says, I'll be right back.
I got
and then
you.
from there, she was just like
And then
the
right at
most
the end,
essential character in the show. She's
right at the end of that
fucking
episode, Nami, you're my friend. Yo,
Yeah.
that shit was OP. She is essential of a character.
Yeah, so I think Odin, Nami, and then my last one would probably
Bro.
nah.
Yo.
So yo,
I don't think it's like none of the characters that I'm gonna be honest, it's probably Kobe.
Kobe.
that's actually
I'm gonna probably go with Kobe because he was there since the first episode with Luffy,
Character
and he has the most character development
Hell
out of everybody in the show. He went from a totally one character to a totally different manga drawn adaptation
Yo,
character. Like he looks totally different
Do you
now.
know how hard it is to show people the first episode of One Piece? when Kobe's bitching the entire episode about this bitch, yo, like, please, bro, just shut up and
I
let
heard the
Luffy be
manga.
great.
The manga first episode is different. The first chapter is different than the anime. I heard.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Obi, Nami, and Kobe for me. If I had to pick a top 5, my other 2 would probably be the guy who does the barrier shit. I like that motherfucker a lot.
Bartholomew.
Yeah, Bartholomew.
I like Bartholomew too.
Yeah, but I like the fact that you said what's his name too? Buggy. That was a really good one.
Yeah, Bartholomew is actually a really fun character because he brings to life like us as fans. Because that's literally what Bartholomew is. He was someone that became a pirate because he saw Luffy almost get struck by lightning and became literally just engorged in their teeth.
He was there, right?
Yeah, he was there the day that Luffy almost got
Flamingo
killed.
arc. Remember when they was fighting and shit? That's where they fought.
Well, no, but like the first time you see Bartholomew was in the episode when Luffy's about to get executed and the lightning strikes his neck. Bartholomew was there that day. And that's what made him fall in love with Luffy.
Yeah, but I didn't see that episode.
Yeah, no, they show that later in the backstory.
Yeah.
But I think that was so cool for him to like pretty much just be a massive fanboy and became a pirate so that he can go get all their autographs.
There's a reason why there's a whole fleet too.
And then the way he keeps Luffy safe at times, like in Red, he played a pivotal point, like with the barrier fruits and shit when people wanted to attack. A barrier fruit's a really dope fruit to have.
Yeah, I really like that. But other than that, we did let's go with villains.
Villains?
Yeah, I'll go first this time. Mine is number 1. I'm sorry, but it has to be this nigga fucking Doflamingo. This nigga is elite. 2, I'm probably gonna have to go with, I want to say Kaido, but it's not Kaido. I'm sorry. It's really not. That nigga, there's 2 of them that's a tie for me. Crocodile and Arlong. Because those 2 arcs, I loved how Luffy defeated both of the motherfuckers, and they were real bad guys, nigga. Those are like the real deals.
Yeah.
My last one would probably be Eminem. That nigga got fucked up.
Talking about the thunder.
And now, yeah, that nigga got
Didn't he get
fucked up.
away? He was supposed to eventually come back, no?
He's on the moon right now.
It doesn't matter because Luffy can literally grab lightning. So anything that he
it's
throws,
fucked.
he's literally gonna just throw it right back at him, which is mad funny. But yeah, I think I like Anel too. That was a great. That whole Skypiea shit. That whole arc was amazing.
Yeah,
it was good.
All 3 of those characters, or 4, I guess, arcs. Top
I think
notch.
you named like the best One Piece fight.
It's just dope. I looking back, like obviously know what hockey is now, but like they were showing hockey from the jump. We just didn't know it was hockey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Shanks used hockey the first episode to get rid of the sea lion.
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
but they didn't use it to keep his arms safe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I seen a post about that. They were like, he's like holding Luffy in the water and he goes, "Why didn't you use hockey?" And then the picture below, he looks up, he's like, "I don't know, I forgot." And that makes sense.
there was a reason though.
There
He
was.
had to
I
hold
did
the-
see it though. I did see something about like they were explaining why.
I think
did
he
that.
had to hold Luffy though. I think he had no choice.
Yeah, Luffy was drowning. He just ate the fruit.
Dumbass, yo. Luffy is such a dumbass, yo.
You ever seen the pictures that posted of what Shanks looked like holding Luffy in the water?
No.
Yeah, them shits are funny as hell. It's literally a picture of him holding Luffy like this, and that's the cool ass pic of them above. And then someone put a pic of down below, and his legs are like, he's kicking his legs dumb crazy trying to swim, just to
didn't see
keep them
that.
upright. Yeah, that picture's
Oh,
funny. as
because
hell.
like, how the hell was he standing so still in the water? Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Chakra.
I guess
Chakra.
that was cool too. That since he doesn't have hockey, he can definitely swim. Yeah, that'd be crazy if like when he fights Luffy, that he just shows up with some like devil fruit power. Like, yeah, nigga, that whole swim.
That would be
My power is the swim fruit, nigga. Like,
And the swim fruit.
nah, but that was a good episode. We really nerded the fuck out. That was amazing.
Hold on, you did your villains. We gotta get ours out of it. I mean,
Oh
actually,
yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with yours personally. I do think those are the best 3.
Arlong, Crocodile, and Dolphy.
Actually, Dolphy, Kaido, and
Is Kaido a
Enel.
villain though? I think he's more of a victim. This
who?
nigga's been trying to kill himself for 300 episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a drunken victim. Like I don't think he's a bad guy.
I think he's just.
And then
He's
you hear
prize. He got
the
nothing to do.
the king's backstory, like when he's like, "Yo, come on, I just want to be king. I'm the strongest." And then he follows him. Like
Wait, King? What are you talking about? Oh,
think-
King. I don't know his backstory.
Oh
yet.
yeah, like Luffy and Kaido have a lot of similarities. It's just that Luffy just doesn't drink alcohol. If Luffy drank alcohol, he would probably be the same as Kaido.
Yeah, but also Kaido has an entire island floating in the sky right now, ready to drop on the capital of a country to murder dozens of people. So,
Yeah, but that's not
he's
on
kind of
purpose
a
though.
villain.
That's technically Luffy's fault because they're literally
Kaido-
destroying the like they're fighting on the island, which means Kaido is getting weaker, which means the island is falling. So it's Luffy fucking Kaido up, which is he's
he didn't
getting
pick up that
weaker.
island.
And
Do
then
they
he
go?
can't.
Do they go through Kaido's backstory?
Yeah,
They do.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta show you on this.
Oh, what are yours?
Mine. I know my favorite fight. I don't know if you would say he's a villain.
Katakuri.
No.
I didn't think of him.
Lucci. I love that fight.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean,
that
Luffy tried Gear second for the first time.
Yeah,
Like,
I
that's
mean,
what
yeah,
she said.
but that's why. I didn't like the introduction to Gear. One thing I don't like is the introduction to Gear 2 and 3 for sure. They explain Gear 4 and the stipulations, but they never explain how the fuck is
He
Gear
came up-
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Where it possessed him to even try to do that.
Yeah, like
They
how
say
does
that he
Gear
pumped-
2
he
just
pumped his
speeds him
blood.
up?
He just pumped it. They try to say that he pumped his blood, pumped his heart rate to move faster. And
Yeah, but it shortens his lifespan every time he uses Gear 2. You
so
know
at least
that?
we know that. You feel me? That's why he doesn't use it often.
Yeah, that's why, because it literally shortens his lifespan.
yeah.
But yeah, this actually really was a fun pod. It's
Yeah.
nice that we got that 125 on camera. So
This
last
is
10
for you,
minutes
Jordy.
from
I mean,
this.
Rad. This is for you, man. he been trying to tell me, yo, let's geek out, let's talk about anime. So we did it for. This was good for the year, man.
We talk about what we like. I mean, let's just talk about what we
We
like.
talk
That's
about
what
the
people
shows
are here
too.
for,
Like
so-
we recommended a lot of shit for y'all. So
For real. I think it's been a good year. This has been a good pod. Before we get out of here, I mean, you said you do graphic design. You said you used to stream. I mean, not stream, but post on TikTok or anything. Is there anything you want people to know? You making a comeback, bro? You trying to find your grind again?
Eventually, I will.
What do you want people to know before you leave? Final department words.
Believe in yourself. You know.
that's the most cliche anime quote in the world.
Believe in yourself. Yeah. You gotta.
Nigga said believe it.
You gotta.
Nah,
you
I'm
know.
fucking with you.
You know. How do you say? Like, don't let nobody affect how you feel about if you like something or if you want to do something. You can't let outside judgment, affect that.
What if it's an outside circumstance?
As in, like, what? What's an example?
Like, what if it's something that you can't change, but you have to pull through? Is it the same type of mentality? What if you're not being judged, but
Listen, this is
You
his
have
time to
something
give us
to
the
live
last
with.
word.
Do you have something what?
you have to live with this regardless in order to still keep pushing forward,
Live with the
like
choices
death
you
or
make.
something.
Like, if you do something or like
Yeah,
like bad or like
yeah, death, like murder. Somebody just murdered
Oh
your
my
uncle.
God.
Or your
Telling
mom.
him leave
I
with
don't know.
positive words. This man said
I don't
murder.
know. I mean, you would have
Still
to
gonna
face
give him
a
that same
demon.
mentality.
I mean, you would have to completely change your whole outlook. It depends on how you look. Like, if you do it, I mean, it depends on how you look at it, or like.
You're innocent.
I mean, I don't know.
Alright.
I don't know.
Alright, bro. So normally right now we
hold
give
on,
you like your own.
What if you fall victim, right?
Uh-huh.
But what if you're innocent, but you're paying the consequences? Do you still have
Yeah.
that mentality to be like, yo, believe in yourself
Damn,
and
I
move
mean,
forward?
what the fuck?
Like, what
Basically,
the fuck?
Basically, what the fuck did I do in my past to receive this karma?
For real, karma's a
Damn.
bitch.
Karma is a bitch.
Or maybe you're just unlucky. Wrong place, wrong time, and hopefully you got a good life.
You just
for
still
it.
gotta believe it and think positive.
So if you had,
I mean, that's all. I mean, the moment you fall to the negative, you're fucked.
okay.
don't fall for the negative.
Don't- that's the
like
real
the
piece
moment
to
you,
leave on.
I mean, like the moment you start to go negative and you end up maybe in jail, and then the moment you give up, you're fucked. Your life's done.
That's where we need to get to. That's the nitty gritty right there. Okay?
Don't fall for the negative.
Yeah. Avoid the negative.
I mean, it's you gotta, how do you say, like, this is the stuff that I'm really into, like mental health and emotions and stuff like that. I thought that we were gonna get into today, but
Shit.
Yeah, we went straight and we was like,
yeah,
yo,
everything
he
was
likes
in
One
it, but
Piece.
like it's
We got
like,
comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
it's
comfortable
like,
and enjoyed our time.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like
we can have 5 minutes. Mental health topic.
You gotta.
We can have
you
a
gotta,
whole
like,
other
it's
pod on
like-
mental health again.
Yeah, it's
If we
like
can do it.
you gotta. everybody has inner demons, but it's like everybody has impulsive thoughts. Everybody has like negative things, but it's up to you to fight those things and tell yourself constantly over and over and over and over and over again, no matter how much it takes for you to actually believe yourself. It's like, because obviously as a child, people talk down on you, or whether it's your parents or your mom, like obviously at a certain point it becomes normalized, but it's up to you to figure out like, okay, was this okay? Obviously it was not okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you, bro. So you gotta mentally condition yourself to think positive and make sure to the point where you believe it. So when anybody else says something that opposes that belief, you're already 100% 10 toes in who you are and your own principles and your own identity and self worth.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Honestly, you can't take nobody's like, how do I say? You can't take nothing it starts with a P. Oh my god, the word. Personal. You can't take nothing personal from anybody. Everybody has their own opinions, perspective on things. How they feel is how they feel, and you know, the way you take it, you just can't, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. I mean, you could take whatever they say, maybe for constructive, yeah, but you can't hold it against them. I mean, everybody thinks how they think, and you know, everybody has a perspective. I'll be called, look at this wall, and I could say it's white, but you could say, nah, it's beige, and you could say it's yellow.
It's really
but
not
at the end
though.
of the
It's
day, you all
like
have your own
it's
perspectives.
low key like a white greenish type of thing. It really is. I forgot the color, but it's a white greenish.
It's a white greenish, bro.
Are you
Yeah, I swear to God.
are you still active on social though? I mean, where can we find you, man?
I mean, my Instagram is Zayfon 96. I mean, I don't really
Say that
post.
slower so when I actually type it in, I can hear it. Like, spell it out.
It's Zay Fonseca 96.
Catch him on there if you want to get him back into graphic editing. You got to hit him with a pretty penny or at least some good motivation, like to get him really wanting to make that goal for you.
I mean, hopefully we'll have another crew member too, man. Hopefully
real.
we see more of Zay. It was a pleasure having you, man.
Definitely love to have you
Appreciate
back,
y'all.
and like you said, we can next time you come back, we can definitely have our talk on mental health. We've done a
This is
couple
the
takes
last time
on
we're
those.
doing anime conversation for the year, trust me.
Yeah, we've done a couple takes on mental health before, so it'd be nice to always get another one in here.
We
man.
have?
It's very important for men as well as women or whoever's suffering. To,
That's what I
be
originally wanted to
like
start.
it's okay.
That's what I originally wanted to do a podcast on is men like it's okay to cry, it's okay to get vulnerable, it's okay to talk about
Yeah, we've
feelings.
spoken on that before, like literally, yeah.
Like I advocate very heavily for those things because it's like I was always called so too sensitive, you're too emotional, but that's just me. I can't change. You know, I think it's
I felt
better.
that.
Said I feel, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do
Can't
about
change
it?
that. So I don't take none of that stuff personal. Where I mean, how you feel is how you feel.
I feel that
You
kind
don't
of like
seem like a sensitive person, but you do seem in tune with your emotions for sure.
It's
That's a level of masculinity that a lot of men can't reach because it takes looking
past your
inward.
pride.
yeah.
to
It's
deal
like
with
you can
being
still
vulnerable.
be. You can still do both. Like you can have both qualities. It's good to have both qualities. You don't have to be straight masculine. I'm too tough. I'm too cool. It's just
There's
like
a time and place for everything,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think I kind of can have control of my emotions when it comes to certain things where I'm like very passive and I know not to overreact, or like I'm just like, that's just the way life is and how people are. And you just gotta live with it and deal with it. Literally, don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Nope. I'm a rager.
But
Yeah,
on top of letting
Yeah,
it go,
I
we gonna
rage
let
it,
you.
let it all out, and then after that, it's like it's phases. The first step is always rage, and then I drain on my energy, and then after that it's like depression, and then it's like realization, then it's like acceptance, and then all that
Yeah,
shit.
those are the
Yeah,
steps.
that's good.
Those are
Steps of
definitely the
grief, I guess
steps.
it's called,
One
or some
thing-
shit.
Steps to acceptance.
One thing I learned is to ask yourself, okay, sit down if you're raging, sit down and ask yourself, why am I raging right now? What is triggering me? And why is it triggering me?
Is it worth it?
Why is this taking so much of my energy to make me feel this way? Like I would ask myself those questions when I would feel these certain heavy emotions and kind of break down on how to go down to find the root cause of why is this making me feel like this, and after you figure those things out, it'll help you be more calm and more zen and more.
I only rage for drastic situations though.
It makes sense.
It's
Yeah.
not like, oh shit, I forgot my coffee. Like it's like real life changing
No, I agree.
for
I
the
couldn't-
for the all where it's like, or whether it's like a thousand little things stacked up together, and it's just like too much to the point where it's like, all right, there's too much water in this bottle now. It's about to overflow type
I
shit.
get that. Yeah, I've
Even
never
in those
seen.
situations, you could even still try to figure those things out. I mean, it's
You ever been to like a break house or
A rec room?
A rec room, like just broke
I want to do
shit
that
like
someday.
that. I do that, but for free.
okay.
Yeah, that, see, and it's funny because I was just about to say, it's not like I've literally seen you. Yeah, you get upset and you'll break something when you're mad, but I've never seen you like do it for minuscule stuff. Exactly, like if you were playing a video game, I've never watched this nigga just be like fuck and throw the controller across.
No,
I
but
used to be like
understand
that, though,
Which
when
is
I was
something
a kid, which is
I-
why I don't like to play games
I
like
was gonna
that.
say that's something I've never understood, and I think that's helped me like with thought processing, where I'm like. I'll look at people who do that, and not for nothing, like during video games, for example, not like emotional life trauma. If you want to rage out, yeah, rage out. But for like video games, for example, like, why are you chucking your controller?
You don't get
It's
it,
like,
bro?
Look at the root of the problem and realize
bro,
that you're
that
upset.
shit is really,
yeah, but like,
really-
look at the root of the problem and realize that you're just upset at the game.
You never
Put
got
the
into a
fucking
fight
game
with,
down.
I understand
with
it,
somebody playing 2K or some shit? Like, bro, that shit really
course.
gets intense, bro.
Oh, I meant for people playing solo player games trying to beat a level that they can't beat it. Like,
Bro,
yeah, there are
what?
people who rage out.
I
and I'm
remember
just
when
like,
I was
what?
a child, Dragon Ball Z, the first Budokai. I couldn't get
Budokai
past the
Tenkaichi.
Cell fucking fight, and it was just one. Yo, bro, I remember being so fucking bro. Them shits get you mad, bro.
It does.
Games get you mad, nigga, and it's a level of growth where it's this level of mad where it's like you'll be mad until you beat it, and then it's like, all right, you're cool. But like, nah, games are them shits get you mad, bro. Especially if you're competing with your bros, and then they're right next to you, and then them niggas is just talking shit, or there's like a crowd, and then these niggas, oh, you gonna let him cross you, shoot the three on, oh, you just scored a touchdown on your bitch ass, or niggas is playing for money, like, what? You never lost money playing to like that shit is like
That's just emotional, nigga.
yeah, like them niggas. I remember one time I was in college, bro. Me and this nigga, bro. I hate this roommate. He was like my roommate in college. Like this, like I think the second week I'm telling this, like fuck this nigga. But yo, for real though, we was playing like 2K one
Wait,
time.
Who is it?
Huh?
His roommate, you
It's
can't
my
name drop.
roommate.
Who is
I'll tell you
Name
after.
drop,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
But yo, I don't. It was like we played 3 games in a row, and all 3 games ended the exact same way. I swear to God, like it was the most. And then the third time, I was just like, yo, fuck. Grab the control. I didn't even grab it because it was already in my hand. I just turned around. I threw the controller. I didn't even mean to throw it that hard, and I guess the wall was a brick wall. Yo, when I mean the whole
That shit was
entire
concrete.
PS4, yeah, the like controller
shattered.
into pieces. Like it was gone.
Were
like,
you losing?
Huh?
Were you losing?
Bro, it was tied up every single game, like all like back and forth, all the way into the fourth quarter. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds left. And he would get some bullshit off in the last
Foul
second,
or
like
some shit.
either a foul or like a straight shot. No, he ended it the same way. Like, bro,
That's
the third
funny.
time I was like, nah, I was like, fuck. And you know when you play those games, like we smoked before we played, but then we played 3 games in a row. Nigga, I am sober as fuck now. Like
I'm upset,
the emotions
infuriated.
are here now. Like nah, bro, games are nah.
No,
Games
you know
can be
how you
just-
said
Games are bitches,
you
exactly.
know how you said you would do the rage room for free.
Yeah, like I'll break my own shit instead of
understand-
paying somebody
I
else.
understand it. That's why I would do it all the time. I would break anything in sight. I even broke my hand at school a couple times for punching the concrete wall.
Damn, Deku,
But it was-
relax.
It was but
Not
that
the
was because
concrete wall.
Huh?
You gotta punch the wooden walls, the one that you can
There
break.
was, there was not.
Next time I piss, I put my
At
fist
UV, there
through the
was none.
drywall.
Yeah, I just fucked my shit up the other day, man. And it was like today and yesterday, like I was just chilling, and then my fucking like 3 knuckles just went numb, and I was like, oh shit.
Shit, my hand.
I just got to the point I was like, I can't do this no more. Like this is taking my energy.
You're right, man.
It's just you just gotta
Do better.
not do better. I don't want to tell you how to do it.
No, you do-
You just
you
gotta,
gotta do better.
learn yourself. You just gotta learn to like. I guess you gotta like what I learned is your triggers are your teachers, and those things will
This wasn't a trigger though. It was like I feel like triggers is something like if something happens, it pisses me off and then I rage. When I rage, it's not because I'm triggered. It's because it's justifiable. Anybody in this position would rage unless you're a fucking monk or Jesus. I'm telling you.
Nah, I believe you.
So it's like, it's not like, oh, like, did you just call me a bitch? And then like I turn green and like go Hulk or some shit. But or for if any or like any type of like disrespect or like anything bad, but it's mostly maybe you're right. I just gotta know how to handle bigger problems better. But
Yeah.
most of the smaller shit, I'm pretty like getting yelled at, cursed at. Niggas could judge me, talk shit about me, tag me in this and that. The kids today, girl called me big head because I told her to sit down and she didn't want to listen. And I was like, okay. So I was like shit like that I can handle gracefully.
Yeah.
But certain shit you can't. Like Goku, for example, when nigga Jiren was about to shoot his whole family, that's justifiable rage right there. Like,
Yeah.
do not lose my friend. Huh? The next thing you know, he's punching him in the face.
Nah, that was a great scene.
Yeah, that's justifiable rage. So there is such things as justifiable rage where you can get your shit off and like it's still healthy.
I feel that. And I think this is a justifiable ending. We want to say we appreciate having you, man.
Appreciate you guys for having
We definitely
me.
gonna have you
Dope.
back. We gotta talk. Hopefully, man, you can help us out down the line if you want to get back into this editing shit.
We'll talk.
We have some shit to discuss.
It's
We just
been-
put some pressure on you with the camera.
But this has been Rad. This has been Ape. This has been Zay.
Yep.
Thank y'all for appreciating and sitting back with us for this long and listening to what we had to say and talk about. Please,
I hear you, bro. You trying with
Please.
the endings, bro. He's
Yes,
trying.
because I really want
He's
to go to the
trying.
store and get dinner, but like that's just me.
You wanna go to the store and get
It's
dinner?
almost 11:30. They close.
No, I'm talking
Is it
about like your
11:30?
endings are getting a lot better. Like
Oh, that's what I was saying. Oh, I appreciate it. I'm trying.
you're
Let me
getting
talk
more-
the full way through them.
it's
Damn.
pretty good.
I've tried like at least 4 times, I think, during this process.
Yeah, but you were ending it too soon. Like
No, that was when-
conversation.
I mean,
I
I
wanted
don't-
to still keep talking.
I was
So
gonna say I only went off on my ending when you said, "All right, this is Raz's time," and then literally he goes, "Oh, I still want to talk a little about
No,
this,"
no,
and then I go, "We could do this the next part, so we have shit to talk." But nah, we kept it.
that mental health shit was
But
it's important.
It was a spicy tough, and I
Yeah,
liked it.
we can't just nonchalantly talk about. We talked about TV show. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, we
and
talked
be
about
like,
TV
damn,
for a
this was a
lot.
lot of TV talk. So
It's
to get
it's
this
nice
in
for
was pretty good.
for when the year wraps up and we look back at the shows that drop. This is good review shit, but nonchalantly as well. Like we can end this pod now, guys. I just want to say thank you for popping up, showing love. We gonna hit y'all when we hit y'all. Stay tuned. We always got more coming for y'all. Check for challenges on TikTok, Instagram,
Like, comment,
YouTube.
subscribe.
We're always around. Link, comment,
the visual to
subscribe.
24 is out.
Yes, check out 24 if you
Yeah,
haven't seen
I'm
that
gonna
shit,
promote it.
bro.
Don't worry, guys. I know I'm bad with that. I got you.
Don't worry about it, guys. But we're gonna see y'all. Have a
Appreciate
good
y'all.
night, man. Of course, bro. We appreciate having you.
Hit the R, man.